What happened? Hello, it's Vladis. Welcome, guys. Happy Monday. I am pretty sure the people at Intrepid had one hell of a Monday to come home to. It's been, in a word, a lot. This past week has been a lot, and I woke up to more messages and more, just people in general. Oh man, we might have to fix. Oh man. So, let me pause this. So, it's doubling up on here. Okay. So as you can see, I had to change my entire setup, and I got my Vlad bot working for YouTube to talk to Twitch and Twitch to talk to YouTube, but it wasn't doubling up on my chat before. So I guess I may have to, or maybe that's just me. Maybe that's me that's actually duplicating. No, Bodo's doing it too. Shit. Okay. Well, yeah, there's like an echo basically with my name. Hold on, let me see if I am not good with these things, so give me a second. I want to see if this works. Could just be running twice. Yeah, it could be. Well, because I'm actually doing it on both YouTube and YouTube Shorts. So I don't know if that's what could be going on. Oh, did it work? No, it's okay, I think it worked. No. Well, I might have to fuck with it more, to be honest. Um, so it's coming up. I guess it's coming up twice on both ends. Um, Jesus Christ. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna be able to deal with it right now, so you'll just have to forgive me. I'm trying new shit out. It's gonna be some little bugs probably today as far as the chat goes with doubling up and shit. But I'll have to figure something like that. But yeah, either way, guys. Sorry, the chat's gonna bother me now, but it's okay. So yeah, we had a lot of stuff to mull over, right? And I think ultimately, Phantom, dude, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Welcome, man. Sorry that the chat is looking poopy. I gotta fix, I guess, my streamer.bot and my actions and see like why it's happening the way it's happening. Sorry, I'm gonna try one thing, and if this doesn't work, then I'm screwed. All right. There There we go. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but we'll see. Anyway, I saw that Zyback came out with another video, and I was literally watching the first like 3 or 4 seconds, and then my wife called me because lunch or dinner was ready. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live today, and I messaged Zyback, and I was like, hey, dude, can I react to your video? And he was like, hell yeah, like please. So yeah, I want to see what he has to say. I mean, his video, the last video was so fucking good. I think it has like 13,000 views now. It was awesome. So I want to go ahead and look that up and see what's going on, you know, from his perspective of everything that's been going on, right? Because it's been a lot. Like I said, it's been a lot. But I want to see it for myself and kind of go from there. And you know, we'll just see what Zyback has to say. Let me put him on. Let's go here. All right, I got to put my headphones on for this one. 1 second. All right, because I'm sure I'm going to be commenting a lot during this video. So the chatting will commence. Let's fucking go.
How's it going, everybody? Figured I'd give you guys an update on the Ashes of Creation Chinese RMT cheating scandal that happened. And my last video, that was a video I didn't do any sort of like prep for. I just came home from work and vomited at the camera, and you guys really liked it. So I appreciate that you guys liked it. I got a real kick out of watching the streamers react to it.
Hi, Zyback. Thank you, brother.
We ended up making a massively OP article, and they warned their readers of my blue language, on whatever they were referring to. Don't put that in a video. You cheating motherfucker. Oh, you fucking dirty motherfucker. Glad you guys enjoyed it, but let's get into the meat of this thing. So Steven has come out and confirmed that they are going to have a zero tolerance policy for RMT, meaning that if you do any sort of RMT whatsoever and you get caught, you are permanently banned, first offense.
Bro. And again, if you saw my stream yesterday, you know I am one of the biggest advocates of this shit. But let's just be real, right? I think, you know, when you kind of hear the rumblings of the guys carrying the pitchforks in the community, right? Of course, those people are calling for like permanent bans, but then there's like IP blocking, hardware banning, software banning, banning from the universe. Like, I don't know. Like, look, I think Intrepid can only do so much, you know? And I think literally going as far right now as to permanently banning these accounts is way fucking more than any of these multi-billion-dollar companies have ever done in the past 20 fucking years. Like, let's just be real. So I think if Intrepid could like set apart from what these billion-dollar companies have been known for and how lightly they slap them on the ass when it comes to like, oh, stop, don't buy their gold anymore. Yeah. Like, I think Intrepid is in for a major W with this one personally.
This is huge. You buy any gold from RMT, you are instantly first strike banned. No other MMO that I know of does this. World of Warcraft is so baby shit soft on this.
Bro.
They take away your gold. They don't even ban.
Dude, I can go on. I'm not going to go on and on, but I could go on and fucking on about all the stupid ass shit Blizzard has done to put no fear into the community whatsoever when it comes to fucking anything. And even when you see these like even high profile streamers and like, I got banned. No, you didn't, dude. You got suspended. There is I hate. The one thing that I hate more than anything is when someone calls their suspension a ban, because those are two fucking different words in my mind with two totally different definitions attached to them. And I hate because it's more clickbaity to say you got banned than you got suspended, right? Suspended doesn't have as much of a weight to it as the word ban. And I think honestly with what Intrepid is doing, it's just, again, it's such a fucking W.
And you don't even get like a slap on the wrist, like can't play for a week. They just take away the gold, and then you presumably just try and do it again, or you just buy gold from them. Such a joke. So no. Ashes of Creation truly setting themselves apart in the MMORPG market by doing a first strike and you're out policy for RMT. And this takes a lot of guts because in reality, this means you're going to have to ban a decent percentage of your players. However, the way I see it is that it's kind of like cancer. If you can get to it quick and cut it out quick before it spreads, you're going to have a lot less problems long term if you don't have a culture of cheating in your game.
Right.
And that's something like RuneScape ran into, is they just didn't do anything for so long. And then like 40% of their players were buying gold. They just had this like culture indoctrinated, and inculcated in their game.
Right.
So, yeah, Ashes of Creation is truly setting themselves apart in this regard. Being hard on RMT, like a first strike and you're out policy for RMT is truly pretty radical in today's day and age with how soft people are on this. And
Fucking
also,
preach.
Ashes of Creation is not doing any sort of pay to win or pay to convenience themselves. And the language is very important there. The fact that they clarify no pay to convenience means they're like really serious about like you just pay for the game and you buy cosmetics to make yourself look pretty, and that's it. We are doing no sort of like increase your bank space, none of that. So this is
to be fair, I wouldn't fucking be upset if they did do that shit personally. Like, look, I played Path of Exile, and I would rather have stuff like that be attached to achievements in game personally. But, storage in Ashes has its share of issues. And I've said this before, but I think putting a kind of PoE system without potentially the monetization that becomes attached to it. Like, imagine if you are a jewel crafter and you could actually put as one of your storage tabs a jewelry tab, and it can literally put in all of the different jewelry baubles, the polished rubies and all sort of stuff in this thing. And it's a very like nice, again, looking at Path of Exile and how they do like their runes or their glyphs or whatever, I think that would be fucking sick. Like, I'm serious. Like, I would kill for a fucking inventory system like that in Ashes.
Really setting them apart. And I think it's smart. I think it's really smart because every other MMORPG is just pay to win RMT fucking garbage. And if they can just get this one thing right, even if their game is subpar in other ways, maybe they're worse than XYZ game in some other system. If they're just a game that has some degree of integrity, people will probably play it.
Yep.
So it's nice to see that. However, I do want to clarify, this is a zero tolerance policy strictly for RMT. So people are probably still going to get
he probably will explain it, I think, but I understand that, but I think the people that were excessively duping or exploiting a particular thing, like repeatedly, like it is not even a question that these people were testing the dupe or figuring it out. They knew what the fuck they were doing. I think that should also be a first time offense permanent ban in my mind. Like I am wholeheartedly in that camp, because you are the kind of parasite that taints the testing bed for everybody. Like, and again, most of the time, like I said, I would say probably 95% of the time, those people didn't even discover the fucking dupe. They were told about it, right? So they can't even argue the fact that they were the one that's actually discovered it. They're just the ones testing it. Is what I was told actually working? And then they do it and they freak out. Oh, it does work. Oh shit, I'm going to fucking create 20 legendaries, or I'm going to do, I'm going to buy like one fishing lure and fucking fish to my heart's content with logging in and out. Like, nah, dude. Nah. You do that shit, you should be permanently fucking banned. No questions.
Temporarily banned for other offenses, other exploits, which I think is okay. I think it's okay to let people redeem themselves. And I do want to clarify this. RMT in a game like Ashes of Creation is the worst offense. RMT is the literal worst thing you can do in a game like this that's economy based. It undermines the game, but the worst thing is it supports an industry that corrodes the game. RMT costs MMORPG developers so much money, whether it's credit card chargebacks, having to ban the buyers, having to employ people to make their systems not bottable, and to just ban people. Like it's so expensive and time consuming to deal with all of this RMT shit that you directly supporting it, you should get the harshest penalty whatsoever. And obviously
100%.
it undermines the integrity of the game. RMT is, if some guy was going around one-shotting people, that is actually better than him buying gold, in my opinion, because at least that's not supporting the an entire industry that undercuts the game. So, yes, I'm very okay with this. However, it opens up a debate with something like the fishing lure exploit. Should the people exploiting the fishing lures be permanently nuked from the game, as in
yes,
their accounts are done?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe. Honestly, if they were permanently banned from the game, I get it. I would be okay with that. I could sleep at night. However, if Steven just totally reset
anxiety, why would you say no? Like, I'm curious. Because in my mind, like, you do it once or twice. Like, again, I'm talking egregious shit. Am I saying that you doing it once, like, should you be permanently banned for maybe doing it once or twice and then like stopped? No, I don't think that's it at all. You're right. Again, what I'm arguing for are the people who are blatantly abusing the exploit, who no question had 86 login and outs, you know, in the span of 2 days, you know, out at sea. Like, again, like we can have a nuanced conversation about this shit, but I was very specific when I said egregiously, like, using an exploit, like, to your fucking heart's content. That's the shit that I feel those people need to be fucking gone. Like, you do it like hell, maybe like 4 or 5 times, and then you're like, all right, dude, like, I don't want to risk anything, fuck it, or whatever. And maybe that person that did it 4 or 5 times may have a warning, whatever, like, hey, we caught you doing something shady or underhanded. But I do agree with you. There is nuance to it for sure. But my thing is that you have to fucking put fear in people, because even once this happens, then where's the fucking line? This is why I say with this shit, because gamers are always going to be towing. Where's the line? How far can I go before I'm permanently banned? And if you are fucking just guillotine, one fucking fell swoop, you're not even going to want to know where the fucking line is. You're going to be so fucking petrified and scared as to, like, where is the damn line? And that's where I want people in the Ashes community to be. I want it to be where you fucking find the exploit, you test it once, you found it, it can be replicated, you make the fucking OBS recording for the devs, and then you fucking stop. Because you know, like, I don't want to be gone. Like, I don't want to be here or whatever. Like, yeah, you want them to be terrified of the line. Exactly. You want them almost like fumbling in the dark, like wanting to be in the fetal position because they don't even wanting to go in any direction. Like, that's that shit.
Their accounts, as in all your characters are gone, all your gold's gone, everything is gone. I could live with that too. That's kind of one of those, you know, weird areas. Do you let these people redeem themselves, or is it like, gotta buy the game again? You lose your $500 cosmetics because you're a fucking idiot. I guess I'm okay with a little bit of leniency with some of these things, because we're coming from a culture as MMO gamers the last fucking 15 years, unfortunately, where the companies.
Do you think it's legit to use Team Viewer from my phone for fishing from my bed? Again, there's nuance to that shit. Like, you causing like yourself to look like a bot, but you're actually legitimately like still, you know, doing the AFK fishing, which AFK fishing to me, like, I don't think it's a good game practice. Like, I think Ashes should literally change the fishing in Ashes of Creation. Like, I would love something like New Worlds, like fishing, right? Or even something like BDO's fishing or something like that. Like, I think there needs to be something to it. The whole like complete AFK thing is only going to cause problems for Intrepid, not solutions. So I think they should remove it. I think there needs to be something that makes it a little bit more interactive. But that's just me. Like, I think it would just be better overall for everybody. Because again, botting and how all that shit is happening right now, the more of a stance they have it that they want to keep AFK fishing, then the more you would have to deal with constant botting in Ashes of Creation, because it's gonna fucking happen.
Sell the pay to win shit. They don't enforce RMT. Hell, Steven himself was sort of a whale. You know, he's kind of, who knows what's real and what's not. Apparently, he did some RMT. He absolutely did some pay to win in Arcade, but that was through the game.
Bro, let's call a spade, bro. Like, and Steven's admitted it himself. Like, Steven is and played Korean MMOs. That should tell you everything you need to fucking know. Steven played Korean MMOs. Okay. End of story. Let me see. What if AAK fishing flags you? I don't think it should flag you. I just think there should be a mini game associated with it. I think fishing should be more interactive. I really do love the sports fishing. I think sports fishing is really fucking cool. I think AFK fishing is just one of those things. Yes, it's nice to do something brain dead on your second monitor, but I've literally seen people do it even in New World on their second monitor because the mini game isn't even that complex anyway. But it also deters botting, right? Like, it's not saying it's always going to do an amazing job at deterring botting, right? They need to make the mini game as randomized as fucking possible to where, you know, bots can't fucking, you know, again, bots need shit that's very predictable. So I feel like if they make something that is actually truly random in the spaces, in the lines, or whatever the fuck they want to do, they'll figure it out. I mean, there's, I think, really good developers at Intrepid. So, but I just think keeping it AFK, you know, is only going to spell more problems for them and also for us as gamers. Like, that's just the truth. Like I said, BDO figured this shit out back in 2018. Like I said, I'm making a video about this, but yeah, in 2018, BDO switched from AFK fishing to the fishing they have now, and that removed a good majority of the botters. Because if anybody that was playing BDO prior to 2018, you know how fucking botted your game was. Like, it was insane. Especially in the starting area in what is it, Ventharia or something like that. It's crazy.
Company themselves. I mean, what are you supposed to do? The game's pay to win. If you want to win, you got to pay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of WoW's fishing.
So, yeah,
I'd rather have something like New Worlds.
The RMT punishment has got to be brutal and swift because it's the biggest offense you can do to the game. It's absolutely terrible. Next up, we have the Wall of Shame. Now, in the past, people have asked for Steven to make a wall of shame where you can see the name and guild of people that were banned.
Yes.
And in the past, Steven has said, we're not going to do that. We don't want to be a company that's about naming and shaming people. We just don't want that to be the culture. However, Steven has had a change of heart. And I think that it's very okay for people to have a change of heart. Do not call him a hypocrite. It's okay for people to change their mind for the better when it's good for the game.
Dude, 100%. And again, like, this is where I always wanted to see where Steven would change his mind ultimately. And this was something I didn't think he would actually change his mind, to be honest. I thought this was going to be a stance he was actually going to have. But again, with enough outcry from the community, he's like, you know what? Like, fuck it. Like, what if we did? What if we did post? I think that would actually spell more players that aren't even playing Ashes of Creation to look at it and be like, wow, that's actually pretty fucking cool. Like, this game actually, like, you know, does the whole what's the people want, like the fucking the gallows and shit, right? You know, the going into the seeing them like caged and you know, like, these are all the exploit and ban players kind of thing. Like, I think that'd be fucking cool. Like, could you imagine if there was an area in every single settlement that had a bunch of different tunes in them with like the names of the people that were banned? Dude, that alone would be, I think, another big fucking W, to be honest with you, man. Like, I think that would attract people to go to these certain parts and make content from it. And it's like, again, like, you see it. Like, you see these people behind bars. Like, I think that just spells nothing but player favor. Like, it would actually embolden the community, not reject it, in my opinion. So, Triple Killer, dude, thank you so much for the raid, brother. Welcome. Always good to see you, man. Throw tomatoes at their characters, dude. 100%. Heads on bikes. I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat. But all I'm saying is that I think it would do nothing but increase the community favor and actually make the community feel good about the the game and their overall surroundings, right? Like that's what it's going to do for sure. Games have been asking for walls of shame and whatnot in so many games, especially with guild tags. Yeah, dude, I know. I really hope they release all the info. Me too. Like it's only going to make Ashes a bigger like a bigger icon in the MMO space, because they're doing shit that no fucking AAA company will have the balls to fucking would ever release such kind of list. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's only been NDW after NDW this past year. And I think going into 2026, like all we've had so far is nothing but out of the park NDWs. And Intrepid, whether you think they're AAA or not, I mean, they're not. They're definitely not. I think they're maybe heading to AA, but I still consider them an indie company because they still haven't gotten their first game off the ground yet. They're still gathering all the shit together, right? But I would say they're definitely heading towards like that AA kind of approach. You know what I'm saying? You see, I want RMT characters in public stocks so we can throw rotten fruit / vegetables at them. Wouldn't that rock, dude? Yeah, like I'd be down. I again, that would only do more for the game in a good way than in a bad way. And I think a lot of publishers and a lot of, well, not even publishers, but a lot of game studios have not figured that out. And I think Steven and Intrepid are in a very unique position to put themselves on top of that list, which is really good.
It's good that he's doing this because it's smart business-wise, by the way, because Ashes can differentiate themselves from the rest of the market that doesn't enforce the rules. There's no integrity in any MMO anymore. Every MMO is pay to win, whether the company is literally directly selling currency or power, or they just don't enforce RMT at all whatsoever.
Fucking
There's
true.
just zero integrity. So if they can have a shred of integrity, they're going to set themselves apart. So Steven is now doing the Wall of Shame. So they are now going to be listing the name and the guild of people that are banned. Now, I'm sure when that comes out, it should be next week that's releasing. I'm sure we'll have all sorts of things to cover there because I think there's going to be some fallout. I think a lot of guilds are going to get popped. Not because there's like tons of cheating guilds, but there's lots of like little people here and there, like the little nobodies. And it's like, wow, there were people in the RP guild buying gold. Like it's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff.
It's going to be interesting because Steven did say it was going to take a couple of more days to the remnants, basically, right? The veins. They were able to find some of the large organisms, but now we're going in from the organisms down to like the tendrils and like where did it all like leach from, right? And I think you are going to see a bunch of different guilds represented in this list. I really do. Because at the end of the day, I've said this before, there's a lot of casual dads out there that they're not really afraid to buy gold because what fucking game permanently bans them, you know, or even suspends them at this fucking point? Like seriously, like some games even promote you buying gold from them. Fucking World of Warcraft with the WoW token. So it's like it's not even seen as a negative thing anymore in 2026. And I think again, like this is where the reality check has to come in, where, oh shit, okay, so this fucking company actually does something, right? And I think that's where, you know, I even had people like mention it in Discord, you know, like openly it says like, yeah, like, you know, I've bought in gold here and there, like I might do that in Ashes. And I said, hey, I don't know if you should do that in fucking Ashes of Creation, because I really don't think that's going to be a good idea for you. And I really don't. Like, I don't think it's worth it. And to me, I just think it's still fucking wild to buy gold in an alpha that could potentially wipe in a couple of months. Like, I can definitely understand when it's live. 100%. Like, I can understand when this game is live. It has like everything is on the line kind of thing. I can so understand that. I just don't fucking get it when it's still in a place where all of your progress can literally be eliminated in a couple of months. Like, it just head scratcher.
So it should be interesting to see how that shakes out. I can already tell that people are starting to like sort of astroturf the Discord and like chats. Like there's like trying to get out ahead of it a little bit and be like, oh man,
okay.
everybody's wrapped up in this, people traded gold and who knows who could get banned. Everybody, they're trying to sort of, lay the situation out and do some damage control preemptively, because I think some people are going to get popped.
You'd be surprised how much people are addicted to power though, Vlad. Legit, I know cheaters and Ark Survival Evolved that have bought over 20 copies of the game and its expansions because defending their base is more important than the money they're spending. Yeah, I mean, I think some people are just terminally online for certain games. Like they are literally like, this is their game. They don't buy, like literally they are fucking Dr. Doom. By any means necessary, I will be on top. I don't give a shit if I have to buy 7 or 8 different fucking rigs. I will fucking do this shit till I fucking die. Like, of course. And I think those are the kind of people that companies love, because, hey, you're spending a lot of money, buying our game over and over. And I think, they definitely love that, when they have those kind of people there. Let me see. I'd love to see the number of items that were also deleted with the list. I don't know if they'll share that, but that would be fucking interesting. I once bought gold in Arcade. I didn't need the gold, but the guy I bought it from was a guildmate who was saving money to move his family out of Venezuela back in 2016. Wow. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I bought gold off of some shady website back in 2007 in Burning Crusade, and it was literally to buy a flying mount. Or it was actually to buy the flying training and a little bit for the flying mount. But I was so fucking scared. I was scared. That was the only time I ever bought gold from a shady website. And then like in the website, it said like, you'll get a whisper in game in the next 30 minutes. So I was just there in game, like waiting for a fucking whisper. And I'm just there like, okay, like, is someone gonna whisper me? And then all of a sudden it's like, and they just reply with yo. And I'm like, hello? They're like, meet me over here. And they send me a party invite. And then like I go, I heard, because it was an org at the time because I played Horde. And then I go, open up trade, trades me the gold. And he's like, see ya. I was like, wow, okay. Dirty as fuck. I felt so dirty afterwards, but I got to fly.
So, yeah, speaking of damage control and astroturfing, the EBC boys. So, if you go and look at my last video, you can go look in the comment section and see these fucking clowns. We're trying to convince me and by the way, guys, I was getting so many whispers and Discord messages from these EBC people saying, actually, it was just one guy with 3.
Zybeck, if anybody knows how you feel, bro, it is me. Because when I talked about supple and the whole overlay add-on, how many fucking supple people came out of the woodwork and were privately messaging me on Discord in my comments, more so privately messaging me on Discord, some of the fucking most hatefulest shit I've seen about how dumb I am as a content creator, that I will never amount to anything, that what was one of the comments? That, oh my God, Vlad fell for it. What an idiot. Like, didn't you know it was a fucking Halo meme or whatever. Bro, again, I know exactly how you feel, man. Because the truth shall set them free. And it did. It absolutely did.
Characters, you're a fucking idiot. You need to take the video down. You didn't I didn't do my research. What am I supposed to do? Go to the fucking duper library and comb through the archives?
Holy fuck, he almost killed me. Oh my God, that was fucking funny. Down my... Fuck. I can't even laugh. Oh, that hurt. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Oh. What did he say? What if I go to the dupe library? I gotta hear that shit again.
I didn't do my research. What am I supposed to do? Go to the fucking duper library and comb through the archives? No. So they were doing all sorts of crazy ass.
The duper archives.
well, it turns out a whole fuckload of them were doing
dude.
it. Is anyone surprised? No.
Oh God. Imagine Zabak using the Dewey Decimal System looking for dupes. Dude, and this is the thing too, man. Like I had the same shit, you know, with the whole overlay because I didn't do fucking research or I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. And you know, it's just these people, man. They don't fucking know. They just don't fucking know. Like I don't know, man. Like you know, I'm grateful that this shit was exposed, right? And and sometimes the night is the darkest just before the dawn. Best fucking line in The Dark Knight. And, you know, for the people who expose this, more specifically Muggsy, you know, with a lot of the L's he usually has in the community, this is the very rare W, I would say. And again, I don't know. Shit. I don't know like what caused it. Mara J, dude, welcome, man. Good to see you. I don't know what caused it to happen. What? God, dude, that went down the wrong. Like, I did not know he was gonna say some shit, but that went down my fucking lungs. Oh my God, that was fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. Cyback almost killing me and shit. All right.
Well, there was a crazy development. I guess we'll just call it Finney Files, where the guy who figured out the dupe,
Finney,
I think sold it to the Chinese, is the rumor I'm hearing, and then the Chinese just were stupid with it, and then it
I don't know what happened. Finney did message me, or not message me, but he left a comment on yesterday's stream, and I asked him, I said, hey, if you want to come on stream to like talk to me and, you know, kind of give your side of the story and just kind of, you know, like let everybody know like what happened, you know what I mean, from your point of view, like why you did it and everything like that, how long this is going for, how many people knew that, how many people knew about it in your guild kind of thing. Because apparently EBC completely fell apart. So I don't know.
Got out, and then they found out about the dupe and banned him. So he blew the lid off of it. He blew the lid off of everything. The Finney files are released. Finney is not suicidal. And
Finney is not suicidal.
He just exposed everybody. If Finney was the lead crafter of EBC, so this leads me to believe that a lot of people knew. A lot of people knew. A lot of people probably partook in it. And the people that didn't partake in it at least knew about it. And the reason I say this is because anybody that plays Ashes knows you can't put a new pair of gloves on in this game without people pocket watching and be like, where'd you get those? When did you get that? Where'd you get those gloves? You didn't have those last time. Like the game,
it's so true.
Right now, the game is super like gear dependent right now. Unfortunately, hopefully they revert some of that. But man, you can't not notice. And when the clerics are showing up in full.
Mary J, thank you again for the follow. Thank you. And then Thovia one. So sorry if I butchered that, but thank you so much as well for the follow. Welcome.
Rosarium. Like you just can't not notice Homeboy with 12k HP. You can't notice him just smashing everything. It's impossible to not notice this.
Yeah.
You can't not notice the full set of gear when you're looking like a bum in game.
And I think honestly too, because you can't inspect in this game, you could have easily wore a costume. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about it for like 2 seconds, like if you're already being like this illegal crook, you're fucking going to work in the fucking bloody gloves and the shit you used to do the murder with. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Put on a fucking costume. Buy one in the fucking marketplace. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, it's kind of fucking wild. But how are you gonna explain the 12k HP? You can't tell. Like when when someone is Oh, wait, no, you can tell. No, you can't tell. If you click on someone, the only way you can tell is if you're at a party with them. If you're not in a party, I don't think you can see their HP, right? So it's like you can't tell. Like the only way you can tell is if you're in a party. So they could have literally hit this shit so much more easily. But the fact is that, again, ego. It's always fucking ego, because people can't fucking help themselves, man. Like they literally can't help themselves. Like, you know, they can see the health bar. If you're outside the party, yeah, you can see the health bar, but you can't see the actual health numerical value. You can see the fucking buffs, however, right? So if you were wearing a costume and you clicked on someone, you saw someone with 24%, you know, whatever, then yeah, that's definitely, you know, something to do or whatever. But for the most part, you can fly under the radar completely. But again, they wanted to show off. They wanted to be like, hey, look at us, you know, because again, on Resna, like there's a lot of big fucking fish on Resna. And if you're known as this little puppy dog guild, and now you're in full fucking epic or legendary Rosarium, you're going to want to fucking show that off and be like, again, this dude, yesterday, or not yesterday, but I think Zybek was saying it in Discord, that there was this guy literally fucking messaging him endlessly to fucking duel him. Like, you know, because like me and Zybek, we were like in his content creator Discord or whatever, and he showed me this fucking screenshot. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. And he's like, yeah, bro, these people are fucking ill. And I'm like, yeah, that seems pretty fucking ill, because who the fuck would do that? Like, seriously.
And this guy looks like a
fucking
Chad.
wild.
Like it's outrageous for them to be like, we had no idea. Like outrageous. And the craziest thing about this EBC thing is that they have been duping since phase 2. Now,
true, yeah,
that's embarrassing. That's fucking embarrassing, because this guild has sort of been like nothing up until literally just recently, where the game has been the most gear dependent it's ever been, and they were a nothing burger. This is like going to the gym and being on steroids and somebody being like, man, it's tough out here for us natties. Like that's embarrassing, to be duping the best gear in the game and people not even know until it's just so unbelievably like obvious. Wow, like what a fucking joke. Like how dog shit.
Well, I mean, and again, you know, we can put blame on Intrepid, right? And I'm pretty sure Intrepid blames themselves. But a year ago, like how farther along were those back-end tools to detect like outlandish shit, basically, like the outliers, right? And to me, I think, well, if you have everything that has like an ID on it, like wouldn't your system like have a red flag if now there's like the same ID like replicating itself like over and over again? Like, wouldn't that sound like some kind of alarm bell in your back end, you know, room or something? You know what I mean? Like, hey, shit's happening on this server that, you know, this ID is being duplicated like multiple times over, or even just a couple of times. Like, I think even just a couple of times should provide some kind of alert email and being like, hey, there's you know, there's on this server, there is an ID that has been generated or has been duplicated of the same thing, right? And that should cause like an immediate fucking investigation on the security team to be like, wait, what the fuck happened? You know, like who did it? Like, what did they do? You know, and then look, like literally, because again, they can go into the fucking game as a ghost and see all the fucking shit that's going on in real fucking time. So, you know, like why didn't that happen? The only reason why I can say is either one, sort of incompetence, or two, those back-end tools weren't as fleshed out as they should have been. And again, the other thing that actually existed was the fucking whatchamacallit, the static rarity, right? So there's so many different factors that could have been into play, but I think of course like a fault does lie with Intrepid for sure. And I just hope that wherever they are now in their back-end tool generation or creation, or like the detection of these anomalies or these things, you know, is always in the process of being refined. But I hope this particular dupe or this particular thing, because this is like what, like the 9th dupe at this point, like if we're talking from phase 1 to now, like, so I think it's always like this kind of course, because again, as shit gets more sophisticated, you know, now this dupe may have caused an error within the backend system to actually generate potentially a brand new ID, which didn't clause like any sort of backend flags for them, right? So now that has to be fixed on their end to be like, oh shit, that was very clever how they fucking did that, right? So it's like, again, I would say sometimes it's not always on Intrepid. Like we can cast blame for sure, but I'm not a fucking security dev, nor do I have any fucking experience doing that fucking job. But even I, as a suspecting lemming, as someone who isn't very bright, can understand there could be multiple factors at play that could actually trick their system, right? This is how hackers fucking work, right? So we'll see.
Can you be? And speaking of dog shit, let's show me dog walking this mage. So here I am in the June Dark. I'm mining these rocks. I'm in my menus. I'm working on a trade deal with this guy.
Suspect of suspect.
My whispers, and I get attacked by.
You should be. You should be.
And he does quite a bit of damage. But you know, your boy Zyback in my 200 magic power. You know, I turn the guns on him. I end up phasing his entire prismatic beam. We get him. So I kill this guy, and then I run off to go do this trade deal with this guy I'm talking to in the whispers. And
it was this dude.
His fucking mind.
It was this dude.
Messages. 1v1 me. Come duel me. You're a coward. Come duel me. Come duel me. Come duel me. 1v1.
Okay, so you put it in the video.
Fucking minutes, dude. I'm in the tropics running to Joava, and this guy is just spamming me the whole fucking time. Just like a psycho. And he plays.
Bro, dude. Imagine, dude. Like you being hit up like this. This is unwell behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like, imagine, like, that's what I mean, right? Imagine buying this RMT'd gear or this duped gear or even duplicating it yourself and feeling good about yourself to then fucking lose. Like your ego is not gonna be able to handle that shit. You know what I mean? Like you just got the best shit on you and you still fucking lost. Like, bro, like I'm so sorry for you, brother. I don't know what to tell you. Nusi, you're right, Vlad. Their ego gave them away. He openly dueled Zyback knowing he was a content creator and not talk about it. Yeah, 100%.
Just like
can't
a
swipe
psycho.
skill.
I mean,
No, 100%.
Of course,
can't swipe skill.
Of course, it's a mage. And I'm just like, this guy's fucking crazy. So I show the screenshot in the Discord of this guy whispering me, and I'm like, typical mage behavior. And then Thunder from Vice is like, that guy's an RMTer, and he shows me the whisper of him proposition.
Wait, I didn't see this one. That's an RMTer. You're kidding. Brother, if the purple one was 550 gold coins, I could buy gold coins now and then purchase weapons. I'm not just in touch with the market, I guess, because the gold coins have risen too much in the past 2 days. Originally, 650 gold was not a problem, but the gold coins have increased significantly. What is the highest price that buyers can offer for purple weapons now? I'd like to ask, what is the highest price offered for purple weapons? My offer is 550 if you agree. I will go buy coins now. If there is an opportunity, please let me know and I will immediately purchase coins. Oh my God, dude. That is nuts. That is fucking nuts. Holy shit, dude.
Buy gold from somebody else for some trade. And then I go back in the footage and look, I'm like, holy shit, this guy did hit really hard. The only reason I survived is because I phased his beam. Like his beam would have literally torched me 100-0 if I didn't phase it. So yeah, dude, I just smoked this fucking RMT, and this is the third time I fought this guy. Every other time, I'll show the footage. I'll get him low and he'll run off. It even got so bad.
Bitch, dude.
There was a polar guy that I helped.
Imagine you fucking asking to duel repeatedly just to fucking get your wish to fucking run away. Like coward, fucking coward. Oh my God.
Fend this mage off from, like, I'll fight side by side with Polar against some RMTers. So, dude, yeah, It's fucking pathetic. It's absolutely
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
pathetic.
dude.
And speaking of Polar, people are very conflicted about Polar in this particular moment in time. So it is undeniable that Polar has a storied history of being banned from the game for various exploits, whether it be leveling, some economy things are a little shaky, the twice impeached and removed mayor, the fact that they burned their cities to the ground that they were the mayors of, like last week. They don't have the greatest reputation. However, every dog has its day, and it's undeniable that Polar blew the lid on this EBC dupe and a lot of the China shit that's been going on. So
100%.
Yeah. Some people are going to argue it takes one to know one. And the way I can describe it, it's like a catch me if you can situation where it's like Leonardo DiCaprio is the only one who knows how to fake the tech. Like he knows what to look out for, right? So maybe it's some of that. Also, it's probably a little bit of like this is a Halo 3 situation where the Covenant are the bad guys, but the Flood are the worst guys. And now we're fighting with the Covenant against the Flood. So the reality is that the EBC dupe and how outrageous that was undermines the fun that Polar can have in the game. So selfishly, they are probably preserving the game for their own self-interest, but also it's for your self-interest too. If it ruins the fun for them, it also ruined the fun for you. So it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend sort of deal. So you kind of got to give them props. Like, dude, they really did do some Scooby-Doo investigative work on this dupe. Like, dude, TMX had the thread, they had all the receipts and shit.
I mean, like I said yesterday, and I think I said it the day before too, like Muggsy was in my chat yesterday and the day before. I think this was actually a good thing, you know what I mean, to finally be exposed and shit. You know what I mean? Like having, like, honestly, like a bad team, you know, in the NFL, right? They can still win and still have 19 or 20 losses. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like regardless, this was, I think, a pretty damn good win. You know what I mean? Now we could all agree, like, how did this come about or whatever? I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know. There could have been something shady or some kind of two timing, or maybe there was just, again, ego, right? Because now Polar is one of those guilds that usually has that very competitive edge, and other guilds that want to be like Polar, you know, it's like I have an ego, but then it's like the person I'm talking to has an even bigger ego than I do. And if I can get into the ego sphere of this person, then that could maybe garner me some good boy points kind of thing. I think that's how like ego kind of talks to ego in a bit. And sometimes, again, a lot of people, they just self-report. Like, seriously, like, it's not, I don't even think it was anything like detective or, you know, honestly, I think it just literally having a conversation, and they had a conversation and then it all just fucking came out kind of thing. Like, I think it was probably that easy, to be honest with you.
I mean, every dog has its day. Now, you gotta have a wins and losses column, and they gotta win here. This is a fucking dub, but they have kind of a history of L's. Now, is this a flash in the pan, or are they turning the franchise around? Who knows? But you gotta give them credit, because like last few days have been pretty fucking nuts. Yeah. And I think a lot of it was because they sort of uncovered a lot of it. So yeah, that's something. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm very, very interested to see the ban list. I think there's going to be some serious fallout, depending on how extensive it is. To manage expectations, I am sure they are only, you know, it's probably going to be a priority of like the worst offenders to the least worst offenders. So don't get super let down if it's not like a ton of people, or maybe some people, you know, got away with it, and you know, it might not be everybody all at once. So, but I am interested to see. This is truly, I can't think of an MMO that's done this where they've had a ban list where they just like, dude, I can't, that's fucking sick. I can't wait.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't fucking wait.
The zero tolerance first defense on RMT is
next
so
Monday.
huge.
It's gonna be so good.
Thank you, Steven. This is the right move. It's the right move. You are differentiating yourself from the market. look, I'm somebody that could pay to win, but I have no interest in it. When you monetize the integrity out of the game, it fucking sucks. And I think I'm of the opinion, I'm sure you're of the opinion because you're making the gamble, that people will spend money in your MMORPG if it has integrity, because it will be the only one that does. So,
I mean, you have that. Well, the video's almost over.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.
Sweet. Well, a lot of stuff, man. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna like this video. Man, this video is blowing up right now. Holy moly. There it is, guys. Go ahead and there's the video right there. Just go to Zyback TV. Really, really good video. It's almost at 2,000 views in just 4 hours. It's kind of crazy. I was on a Arcade private server, and when they did bans, they posted names and their guild and their Discord, because you had to sign up via Discord. Holy shit. That's nuts. They post their guild? Like, did they do their guild, or was just their character name and their Discord name? Curiously. I mean, I still think that's pretty badass in my opinion. I mean, that's like really, really good. But yeah, so next week, I think is going to be a pretty banger ass week. So next week we have the Wall of Shame, right? Which is going to be, I think, really fucking good content. The other thing that we're going to have is a major patch. So just like last year, you know, in January when they came back, they had a major patch the following week after they returned, right? So everybody came back to work today, and then their first major pack was, I think, the Tuesday, right? Of the following week. So we're not only going to have the Wall of Shame, but we're also going to have a major patch to discuss, and like, you know, what all fixes and stuff like that. So I think a couple of the big things that I think they need to work on is, first of all, fucking server worker stability, number one, and queues. Dude, the amount of people I see stuck in fucking queues, like in really long queues. Poison Ivy TVD, thank you so much for the sub, brother. Thank you. Very much appreciate the support. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like the fact that there's like only 50 people in queue and you've been in queue for 2.5 hours. Like what is that? You know what I mean? Like that to me is like kind of crazy. The other problem too is that, again, I feel like the settlement server workers are way too fucking overloaded. Y'all need to literally do something about that as soon as fucking possible. I don't give a shit if it's adding a whole like copy pasted marketplace storage person on the opposite side of the settlement. I don't fucking care. Like, y'all need to do something to spread out people, basically. Because I think, and the other problem too, and this happens in a lot of other MMOs, is that most people want to actually log out in a city. I've always done that. Like every MMORPG, I've never logged out outside of a city, right? In some weird location. That's not something I'm used to. I am more used to logging out in a major city, and settlements are a city. And so, yes, I understand that people in Discord say, well, don't fucking log out in Jova. Don't log off in Marilith, right? But people are going to do it. And I think the fact that there's still like the falling thing that happens, right? When you try to log in and you're just like endlessly falling like Loki for 30 minutes, like, you know, that's kind of fucking nuts, you know? So there's still a lot of like performance shit, like just server architectural shit that they got to improve. Because this has still been that's been a problem since early access started. So I feel like that in itself, those are like the two main priorities. And we haven't really got to the actual game, really. It's more just about like the stability of the game and logging into the game is what we're really referencing right now. Logging out in towns is thanks to Rested Experience. Yeah. And honestly, like I think with taverns, you know, potentially coming out, or even like the freehold system, I think because that's kind of a little bit everywhere. Alden Rex, dude, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. Because I feel like that's, again, when we talked about the freehold stream, or when Steven was showing us the freehold like live demo of it, which was like a couple of years back, That's what they said the beds were going to be for, right? You can log out in a bed and you'll get like rested experience and stuff like that. I think that'll be really, really cool. Or even when the instanced, and I wonder how that's going to work, right? Like the instanced apartments. Like, so if I log out in my instanced apartment and then I leave it, like, how's that going to work, right? Like, is there going to be another transition, or is that going to lead to more breaking or more loading, or, you know, like, I don't know. There's just so much that I feel like they got to figure out. And this month is, I think, going to be it's gonna be a big one. I think this month's gonna be a big one. I think there's gonna be a lot of fixes, of course, next week, but I also feel like there's potentially going to actually be some real content, and some real like upgrades and changes and new systems and stuff like that. I would say by the time February or March roll around, this game is gonna be, I wouldn't say very different, but it's gonna be noticeably different. I'll put it that way. Rewatched the latest live stream, and the way he spoke about the freehold system sounds really interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think the way because I think they're on the verge of it feeling as fleshed out as the way it was back when they showcased it a couple of years ago, right? I think they finally may have all of the architecture ready to release it in that fashion. But I think there was still some other tools and other systems that were holding them back in releasing it in that manner. So we'll see what happens. Like, I'm still really excited about it. Yeah, please, the hunting. Yeah, I think hunting is, I think, going to be one of the first priorities for them, because it's literally the only gathering profession that is placeholder, in my opinion. Like, you can probably say the AFK fishing is potentially placeholder, but I feel like most MMOs end up releasing fishing in that kind of state. I hope they do a 2.0 revision of the AFK fishing and actually make it into like a mini game, like a real fun, engaging mini game. Because imagine, like, right now, like, how much you get fish like per hour. You can probably have that doubled if you actually played a game, potentially, right? And actually profit from that, because if the minigame is randomized enough, you aren't going to be competing with botters at that point. You're going to be competing with other legitimate fishermen, which should be the case. Let me see. What, you don't enjoy petting twice, then breaking the neck? No, I don't. I don't at all. We still have our third fishing as well. I think AFK fishing is fine. No, I don't. I think AFK fishing needs to be removed completely. I think it needs to be literally gone. I think it would only hurt the game by staying in than help it. I don't think because it would be too much to combat. And believe me, other MMOs have tried to keep AFK fishing and ended up regretting it and changing it later. So, I mean, Lost Ark, huge fucking bot farm. BDO, huge fucking bot farm. Ashes of Creation in an alpha, already a pretty good bot farm. Imagine when it releases live in that same state, it's going to be fucking bad. So yeah, I really don't think they should keep AFK fishing. I think AFK fishing would only breed more botting, more just fake, just, it would only cause players to be more frustrated, because if they're wanting to be a fisherman, now they're competing with bots, and that's going to suck for them. I agree. New World had a good fishing system. Yeah, I think the fishing system in New World could actually be implemented in Ashes in a different way, that is actually a little bit more randomized, because believe me, there was still botting in New World with their fishing system, right? So their fishing system wasn't exactly like perfect. But I believe Intrepid could actually, in the spirit of the New World fishing system, get it and make it more randomized. That I believe they can do. And I think honestly, like, there's other things as well, right? Like, I mean, there's games that literally have like a CAPTCHA. Like, if you don't do the CAPTCHA like every 25 minutes or something like that, it literally like puts a timer on your account or something like that, and you can't log back into it or something like that. And it's kind of wild. But It's only a problem because they aren't even bots. It's just a loop press key. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? It's just, again, the AFK fishing to me is not a good system. Like, it just isn't. I think they need, I really do think they need to reconsider that system entirely and either upgrade it entirely to some randomized minigame or just get rid of it. Like, seriously, like, get rid of it entirely and make sports fishing, instead of the sports fishing thing being the money thing, you can have it as money, or you can have it as like selling the fish, right? Because right now sports fishing is nothing but just you selling them. Because that's what the AFK fishing for. That's the one that actually is for the cooking and the profession shit. But you can easily integrate it into sports fishing and make sports fishing a little bit more different. Right. In my opinion, AFK fishing is fine. In Ashes, it's things people are using. AFK fishing is fine in Ashes. It's the things people are using to prevent AFK kicking while doing it. Well, it's also the bots that are also doing that as well, because it's super easy to find those programs or have a little fucking chicken with the beak on the space bar in this fashion for hours. It's not a, let me see, sports fishing on the bottom end needs to be touched a bit. Yeah, no, for sure. Again, sports fishing has its issues too. Like, I've been sports fishing a lot on my channel. I'm pretty sure you can understand all the problems I've had, all the problems you've had with like fishes going way too fucking far out of bounds, fishes going on land, being all weird. But yeah, like I just think it's just for their better interest, because again, you know, I've done this research. Like I've literally have seen other games that have tried to keep AFK fishing with nothing but botting problems, like literally nothing but botting problems. And I think that just makes the player base feel more and more like, ugh, like it's annoying. You know what I mean? Like if you're trying to be a fisherman and you're just constantly seeing the sea of bots, like it doesn't make you feel good about fishing. Like it just doesn't. It doesn't do anything to make you feel like you're doing anything legitimately, because you feel like you can't fucking compete with someone who can literally stay in the game 24/7. Let me see. You can prevent AFK with a water chicken. I don't know what that is, but okay. I won't sport fish again unless they change it. Needing to jump underwater to get my catch is so annoying. Dude, 100% agree. Like I said, I've been doing it a lot and I just don't get the appeal. Like I don't, and I don't understand where the PvP comes in. Like to me, it's like, okay, if you want PvP, then do that mechanic in the salt water. Don't do that same mechanic in freshwater. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why even during the live stream when they were trying to explain the sports fishing and why you have to jump in to get your fish, none of their explanations were, I think, compelling enough or argued their argument well enough, because I didn't buy it. I was like, no, that's still kind of crap. Like the dipping water chickens on the keyboard. You said it yourself. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like it's so easy. Like, that's what I mean. Like you just buy that one little thing and then you're fucking good. So, and it's just going to be, like I said, you're going to be inviting more and more and more RMT and these bot trains, these sophisticated bot programs and these organizations that have these sophisticated bot programs, like they did in Lost Ark, like they did in BDO, are going to come into Ashes and do the same fucking thing they did in those games here. And it's only going to fucking cause problems. I don't want those problems here. I don't. PvP for fishing should be boat riding, not hide underwater and try to snatch something. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you could add PvP to fishing, but the way they've designed it, that is not the way to fucking do it, in my opinion, like at all. They could keep AFK fishing, just need to have hotspots that have fish in them. The hotspot should move every 5 minutes or something. Players would only get fish from hotspots. Sort of like you're kind of referencing like World of Warcraft, like the little circles, and when the circle is done, then you can't fish there no more. Yeah, I guess they could do something like that, but I don't know. I think if you were to ask players if they wanted a World of Warcraft style fishing, I think the majority of them would say no. Like I really do. I think the majority of them would say no, I don't want that. For the saltwater fishing I've done, I think the fishing is dangerous enough, but I still like the swimming to get my fish. Well, Pockets, you're in a league of your own, brother, because there's a lot of things that you like that I don't really see other people like. But like I said, I think if I were to ask my entire audience, like, you know, do you like, let me ask you, just say yes or no. Do you like going into the water and getting your own fish? Just say yes or no in chat. Yeah, I'm going to say no too. No, no, yes, no, fuck no. Nah, dude. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't, no, nah. I like stealing people's fish. No. Like I said, yeah, the majority of people are basically saying no. It's not a common thing. Like, will there always be people that will counter the argument? Of course, but I think the majority of people that I've talked to, none of them have ever been positive about that particular aspect of sports fishing, of going in and grabbing the fish yourself and coming back to the boat. Like, to me, I think it's really fucking annoying, and it doesn't even. That's not how fishing works, bro. That's, you know, the fish doesn't get tired, and then you have to go in the fucking water to get it. Like, don't you realize that you have a line that you can just pop it out? Like, come on, bro. Like, what do we do? We're living in a fantasy world, literally. But I can't suspend my suspension disbelief only goes so fucking far at that point. They also need to fix the fishing range. I see people fishing from behind walls and stuff. It's really odd. Well, yeah, and also the fish actually can get stuck because there's so many rowboats sometimes that the fish actually gets in. Like, I literally remember I had to go in a fucking rowboat because the fish ended up getting stuck there, and it stayed there the entire time. And then when it got tired, I had to go into someone else's rowboat because even going underwater, I couldn't fucking get it. Like, the fish literally popped up on its rowboat. So yeah, there's so many little things that we got to fix regarding like sports fishing. After playing Arcade for 5+ years, jumping in the water to get the fish is normal to me. Yeah, I mean, again, when you've been conditioned, right, it becomes sort of like, it's whatever, right? I've been doing it this way for a long ass time. It doesn't mean it should be the way to do it, but because again, if the fish can just come to you, like, what is it going to harm your gameplay? Is it going to make it worse? I don't think so. I think it's just going to be like, all right, now get another one, right? Like, to me, I think how it should work is whenever the fish is dead, you fucking reel it in and it automatically goes on your back. That's how I think it should work. Very simple, clean. Then I can turn around, put it on my mule, cast the next fucking lure. Boom, done. It's not really hard. Like, I don't think it's a really hard thing to do. It's just as soon as the fish is done, it's dead, you reel it in, pops on your back, bam, good to go. IRL, if you suck at fishing, your line gets snagged, you got to get in the water. You got to get in the water to get it. Bro, you just cut the line. What? Pockets. Do you go fishing with, like, 16 feet of like reel or something? Like, what are you talking about? In my opinion, reel end goes in the boat storage, can't take them out until you get back on dock, opens up for people to PvP and steal it. I mean, that could be the way it works in saltwater. I guess I'm more referring to how it should work on freshwater. Like, that's my thing with like the whole rowboating and the freshwater stuff. Pockets, go get drug tested. Jesus. Let me see how you described it is how it should work. Jumping in the water to get the fish is unnecessary. Yeah, I completely agree. Also, for the size of some fish, 600 kilograms can get up onto your fishing pole. Well, brother, like, we're playing a fantasy game where I'm a fighter and I could whirlwind with like a two-handed axe or sword. Like, 600 kilograms is nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? And we live in a magical world. You know what I mean? So it's like again, you can suspend my suspension disbelief, but to the point where I have to get in the fucking water to get the fish, bro. Like, come on. I can literally shoot arcane volleys from my fingertips, and yet I have to jump in the water to get a fish. Like, let's not even have that conversation. Come on. Fireball is so unrealistic. I don't know about you, but I gotta go fish with my AK-47. Sorry, people are writing scorpions. Yeah, I know, right? That's it. Changing my extreme title. Don't ruin my swimming. Don't ruin my swimming to my sports fish. Oh my god. I mean, again, it's just one of those things where it's all like, if you have a strong feeling about something, go to the forums, go to the Discord for feedback, and write up a post. Right? Make your feelings known to the developers, like I do. Like I fucking try to talk to the developers at least like once or twice a month and just kind of let them know my thoughts. If not like making videos and talking about shit on live streams and everything like that. But on top of even doing that, I still like write up like dissertations for them and feedback posts, and I write Reddit posts, and you know, because again, like I want my feedback and what my particular gameplay has been and what I feel like should be elevated or improved or changed or redesigned entirely. Fishing should be like Pokemon battle. When it hooks, the start sounds, you have to kill the fish and it turns. Yeah, that could work that way too. I'm down. Let me see. Hello. May I ask what the subject is about? We're literally just talking about sports fishing. And I'm curious, if you just tuned in, do you like, if you have sport fished, do you like having to go into the water and swim to get your fish and then come back to your boat? Do you like that as a mechanic, or do you not like that? I would love to know your answer. Oh, did a bunch of weapon play tests today on my fighter. Skill damage seems to be unaffected by weapon, but power, while the auto attacks damage is based on the weapon, so went to fighter daggers. Very interesting. I tried to start a poll, but it wouldn't let me. I hate having to go in the water. There we go. Here, let me see if I can do a poll. Manage poll. Create new poll. Do you like, or I should put, in sports fishing, do you like to swim to get your fish? Swim is spelled with an M, not an N, Mario. Jesus. Do you like to swim to get your fish? Question mark. Yes. No. God, no. There we go. Poll is up right now. All right. Wow, we have 3 yeses already? Like, what's going on here? I thought we all agreed it was a big fat no. We have all the crunch, and people are like, actually, no, I do like to do it. I just didn't want to let you know, Vlad. Oh, there we go. There we go. People are starting to like wanting to chime in real fast. So we got 9 no's and 10 no's and 4 yeses. I went to my 3 friends. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Sorry, man, I'm fishing. No, you're good, Triple. I'm actually about to log in game myself. There we know. 11 no's, 4 yeses. I don't mind it, but I'd like the fish to at least come close to me once it's captured and play the animation where it comes to the feet of my boat. Well, again, like, I wouldn't mind if like you can just reel in your fucking fish. Like, literally just fucking like, what's so hard? Like, I don't understand. Oh my God, please don't tell me they're doing maintenance. I literally just wanted to start playing right now. Oh, okay, in 4 hours. Oh, for an update. We're bringing all realms in 4 hours. Tuesday, January 6th, for an update estimated. Oh, downtime is 3 hours. Wow. I expect this update is nothing but fixes. I don't think it's anything new personally. Steven said Ashes has tools to disable items on the fly without server restarts. Do you know if that was used in the dupe incident? I am pretty sure it was. I would probably bet it was. Better get a critical catch, Vladis. Yeah, we'll see. I would like to be based on skill. If I suck at reeling in and it's 100 feet out, okay. If I did well at reeling minigame, then it should be closer. Well, that's what I mean, right? Like, I think, honestly, the person who designed the sports fishing thing, if I were to ask him, like, how would you redesign AFK fishing to be a little bit different from the sports fishing, right? Since it would actually be more of an engaging thing. Like, I think I would love to know how he would redesign sports fishing personally, because I think he did a really good job for his first stab at doing sports fishing. I think he did a pretty damn good job, at least in my opinion. Eating, mate, yeah, I haven't tried much fishing, but it makes sense to keep it simple with animations to lessen the impact against servers. Yeah, no, 100%, brother. And good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hi. I don't know if you can see. Zybag, dude, we just finished watching your video, bro, and you literally almost killed me. You almost freaking killed me. If you go and watch my VOD on YouTube of like when you called the, where am I supposed to go to the dupes library? I fucking was drinking water and it literally went down the fucking wrong, it went in my lungs. I had water in my lungs and I drank a good portion of water and I did not know you were going to fucking say that. And I almost fucking died on, like, on stream. Oh my God, that really hurt. If you've ever put water in your lungs, like, that shit fucking hurts. Let me see, what pisses me off about fishing is that they copy paste Arcade 1-to-1. It's so dumb. Well, I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. A lot of Arcade players actually wanted it to be a kind of 1-to-1. You know what I mean? Like, and again, they can still add their own style to it eventually, right? But I think having, you know, Arcade's fishing, imagine having a lesser version of Arcade in an alpha. I think that's actually acceptable. But if they literally managed to make it a 1-to-1 to a completed fishing system in an alpha, I think it's pretty damn good. And we can only go up from here, right? So now we're trying to figure out as a community, okay, well, now we have the system. What do we like about it? What do we don't like about it? What are things that we can potentially improve on? What are things that we would like to be added to it? These are the questions we got to ask ourselves, right? As a community to make the game better, right? To make the game fuller and different, right? Like, you know, we just don't want a bunch of copy and pasted systems from all these other games all mishmashed into Ashes. Like, we want Ashes to have its kind of own identity. But let me tell you something. World of Warcraft is very fucking infamous for stealing literal fucking systems from other games and yet putting their own spin on it, right? And that's exactly what I want Ashes to do. I think they could do a very, very good job of doing that. And so I got to go back to Jova. Oh, guys, look, I ended up making 4 journeyman mining bags. I got my lumberjacking. I got my mining. I had all my boards that I fucking had from Halcyon that I finally transferred over to fucking Nuela, and I got my braid woods and I processed them, which cost a fucking fortune. Now it was like $1.50 gold. And then I found someone there to make me my shit, so it was really good. We need to stop reinventing things, just copy good parts from many games and put it out. Why make it harder when the recipe for success is right in front of us? No, that's exactly my point. Like, I think having a good basis to start from, I feel like what a lot of companies do is they try to be fucking original right off rip, right? They try to be so original right off rip that it causes them to get lost in their own sauce. And I really like the fact that they copied and pasted a system that I think is kind of beloved within our community, because there's so many people I've seen in the Ashes community that are Arcade players. Now, I didn't play Arcade. I was not an Arcade player, but ooh, some weird stuff. But I, you know, hey, as someone who did not like World of Warcraft fishing, I'm kind of glad they didn't rip off that fucking system. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, I do agree. I don't think you always have to reinvent the wheel all the time. You should make a game, call it Clone MMO, be fun. Well, I mean, that's what a lot of games try to do, right? They try to basically get the good parts of certain MMO systems and put it in their MMOs because they know that they're beloved and they don't have to really do much with it because it's pretty successful in that other game. So why should we try to do anything to alter it, right? And again, I know with Ashes and how their philosophy is, right? They probably are going to look at those systems and see what they can do to refine it and upgrade it and make it to where, yeah, this is actually a really solid system, right? Like if I can make a video, or if anybody in the content creator space can make a video of like, yeah, this is ArcAge 2.0, I think that's actually like the best scenario we can possibly be in, right? Is being in a state where we are comparing an existing beloved system and now saying, yeah, it's at that level, but it even goes further beyond that. Like that, I think would be the pinnacle. And I think the ideal to strive towards. New World was the worst I've seen. So stubborn to reinvent the programming. Now they've done, and due to being unique language, no one wants to buy it. Are you talking just like New World in general, or are you talking the New World fishing? I feel a little lost in your statement there, so I'm just asking for some clarification. But I don't know, like I never played New World, but I actually kind of dig the entire whatchamacallit. When I watched videos of how New World's fishing was, I was like, oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Like I didn't mind it, you know, but I never did it myself. But I was like, I can get behind something like that in Ashes. New World's backbone. So you just mean New World in general. In my opinion, New World's best PvP in a very, very long time. Okay. I mean, yeah, a lot of people love New World, you know, when it comes to like their PvP skirmishes and shit. Let me see. Hi, where'd you get this pet? So this mount, I got it in the pre-order pack in October in 2021. Let me see. New World had a good PvP pre-tap target. Well, didn't they have full action? I mean, again, like I don't think New World was any kind of like a tap target game. I thought it was like a full action combat. You see, I'd rather AOC grows on its own merits for a company that bans RMT or / explorers rather than building on the name of another game. If you're referring to like systems, I don't think any MMO does that. Like if you literally take Ashes of Creation, all of their systems come from pre-existing games. And again, I'm fine with that. I don't need them to reinvent the wheel. Now, the thing I kind of wish they did a little bit more was make some of their systems a little bit more basic in nature, because I think the 64 class system is very worrisome and I'm very nervous about it. But they stole that from ArcAge. ArcAge, I think at this point has like 256 classes or something like that. Something ridiculous. Yeah, bow is always action, but that gate kept entire weapon choices out of the game. Then they switched to tap target. Wait, really? I didn't know they switched to tap target. When did they do that? Was it during their latest expansion or something? Oh, look, there's Bunk. Hi, Bunk. Let me see if there's a sports fishing event over here. Not switched, added an option to hard target. Oh, they probably did that because of the console. Maybe they probably wanted it to be like for, you know, just an easier access point for console players potentially. But action combat was still it. Okay. Is there any rowboats over here? I don't see any. But let me tell you, the popping in and out has been fucking real. That's the one thing I also don't like either. The fact that you have to get so fucking close to a sports fishing event for it to pop up on your map. Like, I don't like that. Oh, there's a show skipper. Oh, so yeah, I've been trying to check off as much as I could from my list. So right now, what I want to do, now that I got my bags and everything like that, I want to purchase my last storage tab, and that's going to be 10 gold in Jova. And then once I do that, I'm going to buy a shoal skipper. And I believe a shoal skipper is like 6 gold, if I'm not mistaken, at least on shoal. I've seen them advertise for sale for 6 gold. So I'm going to see if I can do that as well. I think the 64 classes could go kind of hard. Sure, class combinations could easily be overtuned. If they handle it in alpha, they can fine tune things. Yeah, I think Cracks. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm so sorry. I don't think I mentioned your follow mentioned earlier, but I do appreciate the fact that you did follow. Thank you, man. I hope you're enjoying the stream. And Orion? So sorry if I fucking butchered that, man, but I really appreciate the follow as well, man. Thank you. Wow, got mine for 4.5 a week ago. What server are you on? Are you on Shoal or are you on Resna, or like what server? Because I've seen them being advertised. Like, I think prices fluctuate a lot. Oh, you're on Shoal? Oh, okay. Oh, look, there's a rowboat. Let me just check real quick, because I literally went to the edge over here and it didn't show that there was a sports fishing event, but I saw rowboats, and then the sports fishing event just popped up and it was like 40 minutes left. And I'm like, that's so dumb, dude. Like, I feel like you should see a sports fishing event when you're at least in this vicinity here. Like, when you've passed at least this fucking part, you should see that, hey, there's a sports fishing event nearby. Like I don't like the fact that you can, no, there's no sports fishing event. Fuck. Jova seems to be overpriced compared to others. I have a friend who buys, transports, and sells and making bank. Yeah, we had a couple of shoal skippers in our guild, but they all sold. And everybody in my guild is actually playing in the anvils, and I am not. I am playing with Riverlands. So I am kind of like the lone soul that's like SOL out over here by myself comparatively to the rest of my guild. But yeah, like, and that was like on purpose. Like, you know, next time, you know, now that early access is done, like wherever my guild goes, if it's back to the anvils, then I will be playing on the anvils. Or if they want to come back to the Riverlands, it kind of don't matter to me, but I'm just going to kind of go where they go. I just didn't want to be so lost during the early access that if new players were to be watching me, I would be almost as lost as they were. And I wouldn't be able to provide them any context or like where to go or how to do shit or where to start or anything like that. So Riverlands was comfortable to me. I felt that was just the better way to go. Let me see. I did bring something down to Vale. Also, I am in the tropics and desert a ton, so I can bring you things down. Oh, okay, sweet. I do appreciate that, because I think Sheeta was selling them in guild for like super cheap, and I again, if I can save a gold or two, that'd be fucking awesome. Because I saving up to do the 10 gold is going to be a little bit, especially if there's no sports fishing events up. Let me see. I can't remember name due to being offline, but go down to where Cats with Abs based out of. Always stuff on the market and people undercut like crazy. I wonder where do Cats hang out? Is it Nuela or where is their main base of operations? Mara? Okay. Zombie is Mare there? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one fucking settlement that I never go to. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I haven't even been to Winstead this entire early access, to be honest, either. Winstead is like, I have nothing in my Winstead storage. But good prices. Yeah, I'll have to go over there and check it out. I have not went to Winstead either. Yeah, I feel like I was in Winstead a lot in phase 3 and in other phases, and I have not gone to Winstead at all. Like, it's because honestly, Winstead for my route and where I go to farm for shit, it's just so much outside of my route. And so is Marilith. Marilith is like a route completely outside of my route, because I normally go throughout Nuela, Jova, Halcyon, and then kind of like the edge of the Winstead ZOI. And then I just kind of loop around. Like, that's where I usually kind of roam myself. But you know, it's whatever. Even my crate runs, I went south in the city in Winstead, and even then only did they have like 4 runs through the ZOI. Yeah, that's wild. Oh man, I'm really curious what today's update's going to be. Like, I'm just sort of thinking, like, I think honestly the majority of it's just going to be like bug fixes, and I think even if it's like some bug fixes, I really hope that they can fix the servers in certain parts where people are in these kind of like, because I think queues right now are kind of ridiculous. Like let's be honest, like has anyone looked to see what the concurrent player count is on Steam? Here, let me look that up real fast. Steam charts, ashes. Wow, it's still doing pretty damn good. Jesus. Let me show you guys. So we had the all-time peak of 27,000, but yeah, we're still within the 24-hour peak. We're still hovering around 22,000. Like, and that's pretty steady. I can't go back a month because we haven't hit a month yet, but yeah, it's the last 7 days. It's kind of wild. 5,000 botters banned. They have to do something in the next 2 weeks, or it'll drop off for sure. Yeah. I mean, and again, like, because weren't we at like I think last time I was checking, it was like yeah, 26,000. Like it was around like the 26,000 mark. Go Yard Only, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, imagine if it was 5,000 botters that got banned. I mean, that would be pretty sick. People are already getting a little sick of Farmville. I mean, honestly, I think Farmville that's kind of like a big part of what Ashes is. Like, because a lot of my guildies and a lot of people always say, like, you know, like, why does it always feel like I'm just constantly having to gather? It's like, well, you don't have to. Like, but it depends on what you're going to do to make money, right? And I think, you know, for gathering, right, you can go and sell your heroic, epic, and legendary stuff to make money, or you can go and do sports fishing. But has to be some way you're generating money, which I think for most easy people, since there's a bunch of shit just on the floor all the time, might as well go and pick it up and make some money, right? So I don't know, like, to me the loop isn't boring. Like, it hasn't been boring to me like yet. So bro, Farmville is peak 2012 gaming. I'm literally hoping for it. I need my hunting routes back. I honestly, they need to do a complete fucking revamp to hunting, like, even with its spawns. Like, I think the spawns of it currently is utter dog shit in my mind. They really need to do something to bring hunting into a sense of relevance, because it needs to be as competitive as the other gathering. Like, no one wants to fucking do hunting because guess what? It fucking sucks, right? Like, hunting is not like a compelling profession to play. It just isn't. Like, and the people who do hunting, well, it's because they know the routes, they know where to go. But you ask a brand new player to go and do hunting, they're going to be so frustrated, they're just going to give up and try something else. You know what I'm saying? It's only the veterans that are literally doing hunting. Let me see. The freeholds would be awesome for new content, and bowstring the crafters along with bounty hunters would help PvPers a lot. Well, that's what I mean. Like, and me and Zyback talk about this in our 1v1, is that there's so many easy W's that Intrepid could do by releasing certain things or even changing certain mechanics in the game to appease people, right? To just keep them logged in, keep them engaged, keep them playing, keep them testing. And I really do hope that this is the year that they start doing that shit, because, you know, if they're not really going to focus on land management, right, as far as like building new land masses like the Badlands and the Redwood area, and let's say they contract those zones to be done by third-party companies, then they have to start concentrating on what are the most critical systems right now that need help, that need, you know, to be more fleshed out, removed from placeholder status, because there's still a lot of systems that are still placeholder, and into a sort of 1.0 foundational system that we can still kind of improve upon, right? Like that to me is like where they need to get with hunting. Especially hunting needs to get to a point where it feels like a legit profession, and right now it feels nothing like that. Like that's why I've never engaged in hunting. Like I don't, because I don't want to get engaged in a system that I know is completely going to fucking change. Like it's literally going to completely fucking change. Like, you know, the treasure map system. I saw a video today because I was doing treasure maps wrong, because I am used to the way the old treasure maps are. And now when you go doing treasure map, I'll give you an example, because I actually redid my treasure map because they actually don't delete anymore. If I show you where this treasure map is right now on the map, the old way, wait, where is it? It was right here. That's where this treasure map was. Is it not there no more? Okay, well, let's just say that it's bugged. It was right here. So it basically shows you a circle like on the map. And what you would do is you would go around and then you would see like a mound like on the floor, and you'd be like, oh, you get off your character, then you would pop your excavation kit, and well, not even pop it, but you would just have to have an excavation kit in your bags. You hit F on the mound and then it pops up the treasure. It doesn't work that way no more. You literally go to the circle and then you're just having to constantly use your excavation kit like this. And then it'll say, this, you didn't find any treasure, keep on searching. And you literally fucking do that all over the circle. I don't fucking like this at all. At least fucking give me a pylon or something of a hot and cold system, because having it to do it that way with no indication of where a mound could be is dog shit. I hate this. I was like, wow, I can't believe they did this to treasure maps. I was so mad. I got an epic treasure map as a drop and tried grinding as hard to get the mats, but stopped because I needed a mystic lens recipe, which wouldn't drop, and I was not selling on the market. Why does something fun have to be so difficult to do? Well, it's not even so difficult to do. So imagine you getting the mystic lens, right? And doing the epic treasure map to only find out that that's how you have to fucking do it now. Oh my God, bro. Like, and so the whole overlapping circles thing, you know, to where you would have to go to where all the circles, it doesn't work that way no more. You don't go to the most interconnected circle anymore, and that's where the treasure mound is. Now it's literally fucking anywhere. Like, I don't know, dude. I was just like, okay, I'm going to probably have to do a whole fucking video on that, because that to me is just, we went completely backwards. Like, I feel like we've gone completely backwards on what the system is and how fun it should be. And I don't care if it's even lesser rewards, right? Because let's say maybe it was too lucrative, right? And so they had to make it harder to remain it being lucrative. Well, fucking nerf it then and make it more fun. Because I think treasure hunting and doing treasure maps, like as like a quasi profession, you know, like you hunt for the faded maps, you turn them into treasure maps, you do the treasure maps, you get the gold, you get the thing, and you even get adventuring experience, which I don't think that's how it works right now. But just imagine if you could. I think that'd be pretty fucking cool. And that was a legitimate gameplay loop a person can do, right? I think that's fun. You know, they can literally be known as like treasure hunters. And I feel like the way that the current implementation of the system, it's a complete step backwards. Old head staff, dude, thank you so much for the sub, man. Thank you. Very much appreciate the support. the treasure map itself needs to be the picture of the area to dig with the X. Well, that's what I mean, right? And it's supposed to show you an X. It's supposed to, but again, it's still work in progress. There should be an X here somewhere, but a lot of these treasure maps are still bugged, just like how this one is. Like it, again, I remember where the treasure map was because it was right above Jova in this vicinity, because the other one that I completed, which I only got rubies from, I was so pissed. It was right here. And dude, I probably put down the excavation kit like 60 times, and it was a pretty small circle. So I don't know how long the range is of where the mound gets uncovered, but I finally found it. And trust me, like the way the system worked before, where like you had to see the mound, like I used to, and I did it on stream. It would take, sometimes it would take me almost like 45 minutes to do. But I would rather have that than having to do this. This to me brought me more fucking frustration than the old way. Like, I don't know. It just, I really didn't like it. On the PTR, it seemed like a Sea of Thieves style thing. Again, I hadn't done treasure maps in a long time. And so when I went to do the treasure maps, I was doing it the old way and I could not find the fucking mound. And then when I saw the video of a person, like a guide on how to do treasure maps, I was like, let me just check it out, you know, whatever. And then when I saw him doing treasure maps, I was like, when the fuck did that change? You know, like I was so completely like mystified that they literally changed the system on me and I wasn't even aware. They didn't even put it in the patch notes that they changed the treasure map system and like completely. So I don't know, man. It's wild. Let me see. That's disappointing. Unlike the old system, it needed to be altered, but not that drastic. No, yeah, me too. I mean, I thought it needed to be like, you know, a little bit updated and stuff like that for sure. But I don't like the way the system is. I think, and again, you only consume the excavation kit whenever it's whenever you find the mound, right? So you can hit this however many times you want. But it's, to me, this process of doing this with no like, oh, you didn't find anything, just keep going. Like if this told me like, and this had like a mini pylon like built into it. So imagine, this could be an easy fix. Imagine if there were charges on this thing, right? So let's say you had like a common excavation kit with, let's say 25 charges on it. And each time it would tell you hot or cold, right? Oh, we're feeling the essence more to the south, and then you head more south, and now we're feeling the essence more to the east, and you're consuming these charges on the excavation kits. And you know, let's say within 6 charges you actually find the mound. Good for you. And then you do, let's say a rare treasure map with a rare excavation kit, and that excavation kit only has 5 charges. And if you don't find the treasure, you know, within the 5 charges, then the map fades and you don't find it and it disappears, right? Like if it had something like that, to where you have to be very calculated in where the treasure was, then that could actually provide more of like like it's going to be RNG, right? Like you can do all 5 charges and you're just like, fuck, you know what I mean? And now the map is disintegrated into nothing, right? And it goes back into the ether. I think something like that would be more compelling than you just literally having to like keep pushing it over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. It's is this Bomberman 64? It could be. Let me see. It should be, when you click on the map, it should bring up a picture of the actual area of the map with an X. You go to the exact location and dig. The area picture gets smaller with rarity. Yeah, I could be down with that. I mean, again, there's so many different ways they can do it. I just feel like this system is not the way. This is not the Mandalorian way. Not at all. Sports fishing about to pop east of the estates, Ember Spring. Thank you so much, Deebs. I'm heading there right now. It's the south, right here, right? The south part of the lake in Jova. Heading there right now. Right now. Thank you for letting me know, Deebs. Appreciate that. You have my back. Unlike a lot of people that don't. Probably gonna do this one sports fishing thing, and then I'm gonna go watch some anime with the wife. We're on the, I think we're on the last 2 episodes of To Be Hero X, which is a fantastic anime, by the way. So good. Me and my wife were actually gonna, my wife actually wants to watch Attack on Titan again, but in dub, because, you know, that anime is fucking amazing, but also it's so dense with lore and the names. It's almost like Game of Thrones. And imagine watching Game of Thrones in a different language with all of like its very specific language and everything like that. Like it's oh shit, what the fuck am I going? I guess I can go that way too. It'd be nice if I had a fucking shoal skipper. So then I can just go right here and just swim my fucking way at a 220% speed. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually with that shoal skipper. But yeah, so she just wants to rewatch it in dub to like not have to read all of the shit. And then when you start reading names and places and timelines and, you know, all fucking super fast, like it's crazy. Started Cowboy Bebop for the first time yesterday. Love the older style animation, all the detail. Oh man, dude. I envy you. If this is literally your first time ever watching Cowboy Bebop, like in 2026, like, wow, that's awesome. Because you can never, you're never ever going to replace that first time. And all of like the bright-eyed moments and the what the fuck moments and the laughing moments, like, I don't know, like, you know, take it in, man. Take it in. Let me see. I can't rate Gacho Ganza high enough. It's really good. Plus the 2 new series, Sentenced to Be Hero and Novel Reincarnation. I'll have to check that one out. Is it on Crunchyroll? Shoal Skippers, 5 gold and 90 silver in Mara. Thank you, Graven. Yeah, I see it's 6 gold. Like I've been seeing a lot of stuff being advertised for the it just popped. Deebs. You are the best. You are the best. I can't sing right now because my throat's all fucked up. You almost killed me, Zyback. You almost killed me. All right, let's go and get some money. The big thing for the gold guild shoals is getting them farmed up. Yeah, I know. It's a lot. 4 days in the tropics. I haven't seen a single one. Yeah, dude, a lot of the guilds are like have them on lock or something like that, man. It's wild. And again, also because the hunting system is fucking dog shit too. So, it kind of is what it is. Like, I would honestly have the hunting stuff be more readily available for people and actually have mount lives in place to where it's like you can actually start getting a like needing to like rebuy mounts because your mount died and it died 3 times down. Now the mount's just dead. You can't revive it. You have to go buy a brand new mount now. Like, cause that'll drive prices down eventually. And make certain mounts like pretty affordable because, you know, you have to potentially like, there's like now a market for it. That isn't like a permanent market where it's like you buy it once, you don't never need to buy that mount ever again. I think that would be fucking awesome if they did that soon. To be honest, all three of those anime are on Crunchyroll, and I only use that one. Oh yeah, me too. I have Crunchyroll. Like it's I don't really watch anime anywhere else. I used to watch it on Kiss Anime back in the day. But dude, there's so many fucking diseases on that site that I just stopped going to it. I was like, there's no reason for me to keep being on that website anymore. I was like, I have Crunchyroll. I don't mind using it. I was like, fuck it. Who gives a shit? Steven has said by the end of the year, I doubt, but he's aiming for that. Oh, when beta test will begin. Yeah, beta test is probably going to be, I would say next year, dude, to be honest with you. Look, if they're gunning for a Q4 beta, I think they will miss it because every company misses their shit. I hate that. And so I would say realistically, probably 2027 is when beta will start sometime. Because every single time that, literally, if you want to see for yourself, go to when Steven has said, you guys remember when the Rogue was supposed to come out? And remember he was like, remember when he said that the Rogue live stream was going to be, and people were really excited about, oh man, it's going to be at this month or whatever. And then it changed, and then it was delayed, and then it was delayed. That's just one example, you know, and how many times he said something and then it shifted. So again, anytime you hear them say, oh, we're trying to hit this particular mark. Well, of course, yeah, they're not dilly-dallying, right? But I also feel like, just like anything else in game dev, shit comes up, things happen, and they might not make it. So I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I don't need it personally. I don't need beta in 2026. I don't. I need beta to come out when beta's ready to come out. That's when I need it to come out. A date to me is irrelevant. What did I miss? Was it a YouTube sub? I'm so sorry, whoever subbed right now. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Only reason I want beta is so I can have OCE ping, right? Sorry, I'm not paying attention to my fucking fish, and I'm missing all my stuff. Deebs, I didn't know you were in Foundry. Tell Mag I said hi. Was a sub, sir? Something? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was a sub to YouTube. But either way, I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, whoever did that. It just sucks. Like, sports fishing is like one of the one things that wait. Did my fish just... Where's my fish? Oh my God, dude. Where was it? Jesus, dude. Well, she went right. I didn't see it. Like, I didn't see where the fuck it was. And I was like, so stupid. It could run to land and fish off like that. I know, it's so stupid. Again, there's so many little issues with the sports fishing that people have to deal with. A lot of people actually get super frustrated and don't even deal with it. I like it. I mean, it's my way of making money, but man, I can't wait till some of these sports fishing issues get worked on, because the fact that to me, I feel like the reasoning why your fish should get away from you is because you're not pushing the right buttons, not because it's going out of fucking range. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not doing the buttons fast enough or correctly, then you should lose your fish. But in my opinion, losing your fish because it's going out of range to me is stupid. Like, I should have infinite fucking range. I have a fucking line for that. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just dumb. I don't like it. I've had that happen to me. I stopped freshwater fishing. Yeah, I know. A lot of people have. I mean, but doesn't these issues exist in saltwater fishing too? Like, I feel like these issues would still exist there too, with like fishes being, um, going off for too far or being stupid and stuff like that. Saltwater is where it's at. Hold on, let me get this next one. I'll read the rest. I haven't had saltwater problems. Really? Yes, and higher rarity size tends to happen more frequently. Interesting. Like I said, I've not done saltwater fishing at all. Like, so I've only have experience in the freshwater side of things and the issues that plague the freshwater fishing. But, yeah, I want to do saltwater fishing for sure. I just haven't done it. I think it's tended to be a difficulty thing. Yeah, I think the difficulty should be more into the Simon Says, not the distance. Like, that's my thing. Like, I think distance is kind of shit. Because that's something you literally can't control. And I would say you can't control that really in saltwater fishing. If you're fishing with 9 other people and your fish is going out of range south of you, are you literally telling me you're going to get the whole ship and go south when everyone else is? You're literally going to affect, you know, every other fisherman on your ship? Like that's dumb. Like, to me, I would like this game to actually be faster, you know, but I understand this is a very common low rung rank 1 fish, right? So it should be slow. It should be something that's like super easy, very catchable. But again, I think the skill should come with the higher rarities of stuff or the sizes of fish in the Simon Says game. I think range and the fish getting out of range to me seems nothing but a bug. So, Psycho's damage on the sports fishing is crazy. Oh yeah, I would assume. I mean, isn't he like isn't he like a grandmaster sports fisherman? Nicholas, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. Oh, critical catch. Critical catch that bugged completely. You gotta love it. I'm the rank 1 fisherman. Are you, Nicholas? Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that when it comes to increasing your sports fishing power, comes from leveling your actual profession, because most of the professions don't, like, your level is kind of meaningless. Oh, and I feel like fishing is like one of those that one gathering profession where leveling actually matters. You know what I mean? GM Fisherman Flex, yeah, for sure. I would be fishing if it wasn't locked up in Fed prison in New York City. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I think my my wife and my daughter are probably watching Stranger Things in the living room. How much do some of these fish vendor for? I would say these fish vendor for, on average, 40 silver. So if you have a mule that can carry 2 and you can carry 1 in your back, you pretty much get like a gold 20, like, each time. So I pretty much, like, in a fishing, like an hour's worth, I can potentially do 3 runs. So that's around 5 gold, roughly. And that's not counting the lures purchased. So I just got a small pike and it gave me a gold 7. My jaw dropped. Oh, really? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm an apprentice fisherman, and I just hit level 20 today on fishing. So this is the the extent of my fishing power at this point. I can't get any higher than what, unless I get a better lure. I think the lure does give you more fishing power, but a very small percentage of it. So shit. See, I would love if like fishes had like a wild, like a frenzy mode kind of thing. So, you know, they get kind of desperate and the Simon Says gets like for a period of time, the Simon Says gets like kind of wild and then it like calms down, right? And that could happen maybe at the last 10% or 20%. I mean, the frenzy could potentially happen at any time. But I think having stuff like that to keep you more engaged to where it's not always going to be, oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. That you're, you know, it's not always gonna be the same predictable kind of flow, right? I think having flows be interrupted is good. See, I don't know, the critical catch just isn't working for me. And that's happened multiple times too, where I try to do a critical catch and it literally just doesn't do anything. On DDR Matt sports fishing YouTube channel. Yeah, well, I do a lot of sports fishing on this channel, that's for sure, 100%. You can see some people get about 7G every fish, but that won't be around long. Oh yeah, that's not gonna be around long, and I don't think those players will be around long either, in my opinion. I don't know. Intrepid could be actually pretty lax on those players personally. I just don't think they should be. That's my opinion. I think if you're abusing the fuck out of that exploit, I think you should be banned. That's my thing. Like doing it once or twice, doing it like a couple of times, I think is fine, you know, but there are definitely players that have been abusing the fuck out of that system. And I think those players should be punished and to the highest extent of the law, personally. Nuke them all, yeah, 100%. I just I don't even really know how that works either, because I honestly thought if you logged out with fish, that the fish disappear. Like when you log out, I didn't even know the fish actually stayed there. Apparently they do, but I think that's fucking wild. Last fish right here. Let's go. Give me one more up. You can do it. I believe. I would assume it's the same sort of thing as the video I sent you with the mule flying. I'm sure gold sellers who are out there in the open fish probably have that sort of tech. Yeah, I would assume so too. Now the fish does disappear, but it doesn't register because the fish didn't escape. So what do? Like, so if the fish disappears, like you can't carry 3 fish on you. So so you basically get, you know, a Titanic fish, and once you catch it, then you just go turn it in and sell it. So you're basically doing like these one at a time turn-ins. No, I know if you have a bad fish, you log out. But what I'm saying is that you, like whatchamacallit, like how I carry 3 fish, right? I carry 2 on my mule and 1 on my back, and then I go and sell. So those people that are doing that exploit aren't carrying multiple fish. They're literally only doing 1 and then going in and selling it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like your shit despawns. So like I'm guessing they just do 1 at a time, which I guess like might be a saltwater thing because you put them on the boat. Oh look, someone's on my on my dude. That's the one thing too, man. I was literally out here yesterday trying to do a sports water fishing, and someone literally stole my rowboat. I was there doing my own fucking sports fishing, and someone got on my rowboat and started rowing away from my fucking fish because I guess they thought they were in their rowboat, and I lost my fucking fish. due to someone else getting in my rowboat. Like, I don't know how we have not gotten rowboats to be like our own rowboat, just like our own mount. Like, you remember back in phase 1 when other people could ride your mount? Like, come on, dude. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. Speaking of flying, when I was logged a couple of days ago, someone was actually flying around. When I targeted him, he said, why are you aiming at me? I don't remember his name, but I sent a report. He also said, yes, I'm flying. Or yeah, so what? I'm flying. Some cheaters don't care. Oh yeah, dude. Like, some cheaters have, like, they have no fear, dude. Absolutely no fear. I have a guy on my server named I'm the captain now, so that does that. Jesus. I'm the captain now. Jesus. Fuck that kid. Dude, yeah, that's wild. Like, I hate that. Like, I don't like the fact that someone else can get on my rowboat and start, like, rowing it away. And it's terrible. Like, I don't want that shit. All right, let's see how much I get. I got about three gold, 3.5 gold right there. So yeah, honestly too, like, a lot of people, like, I know my buddy Royer, I was watching one of his shorts, and he said after the whole duping exploiting thing that oh, someone's flagged. That he believes that the server should wipe due to the exploit. And honestly, like, I can tell you this. If Resna wipes, you bet your ass you're going to have certain big ass guilds come on Shoal. 100%. Because now they're just going to be like, oh, well, we're not going to go back on our server. We're going to, you know, just move off to this other, like, basically, I think it's just going to cause a spread of, like, the guilds that maybe people don't want to play with might play on your server now. Like, so I don't think they should wipe personally. And this is going to be good training for them anyway, to when we can't resort to a wipe, what do we do? Because eventually, like I said, wiping is not always going to be the number one, de facto choice in the matter. So it's good for them to try to think of things now, or, have stuff in place now that they can do to fix shit that goes off the rails like this, than just being like, yeah, guys, sorry, we're gonna have to wipe the server and start all over. Sorry. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't think that'd be a good thing. Don't wipe by a bidet. Dude, I love my bidet. I never used one until last year, and I was like, what the fuck have I been doing my whole life without one? Like, no joke. I fucking love my bidet. It's so good. 40 silver. Let's fucking go. Can I get a 50 silver one? I can get a 55 silver one. Oh, look, there's Tide. Come on. 39 silver. There we go. Shoal has been getting pinned for restarts for so long, I rarely get to play. 50, there we go. Hold on, I gotta buy. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of effort. It's easier to wipe cleanly. If they wipe, won't play till beta. No, I know. Yeah, a lot of people, like I said, I don't think, and I was surprised Roar said that, but I know if I was playing on Resna, I might be thinking the same thing, because it's really taken a huge toll on that server. And some people believe that there's no way to to come back from that, basically. And again, like, I think they gotta fucking try. They gotta fucking try, because it's, like I said, banning, suspending a lot of those players that were doing shit. I don't care what they do, but they gotta figure out like where all that gold is and eliminate it from the fucking thing. And honestly too, if they use that gold to purchase gear, in my opinion, like if it's dirty gold that you used and then bought gear with that dirty gold, and now you have, let's say, 0 gold, I think you should have 0 gear. Whatever gear you bought with that dirty gold, that all should be gone. All that gear. That's what I think. That's how you start the server completely again. It's going to be a slow restart, right? It's going to, there's going to be some effort to like, jumpstart it, right? It's going to be on a little bit of life support for a couple of days. But I think if you were to do a clean purge in that kind of a fashion where, you eliminate the gold completely, you also eliminate the things that were dirty, that are the associatedness of the dirty gold with it. Gear, I mean, items, potions, elixirs, I don't give a fuck. Whatever you bought, that all should be deleted because you didn't earn that shit legitimately. Bro, Guilty just sold a recipe that dropped for me the other day and sold it. He handed me 25G. Oh my god. I would love 25 gold right now. That could be my freaking last tab in Jova. That could be my shoal skipper. Oh man, what I can do with that gold. And then I can start worrying about getting my fucking item storage. I haven't even worked on that yet. I was like, every time I see my item storage, I'm like, fuck. Because I got to buy 3 tabs on that. The 2 5 gold ones and the 10 gold one for that. So yeah, it's just so much shit, dude. So much shit. Greetings and salutations, dude. Welcome, Eric. Welcome, dude. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for coming in. All right, so here we are back again. Hope that gold wasn't duped gold. I know, man. Neither do I. Like I said, tread carefully, man. Like a lot of people right now, like, are very leery in trading strangers, anything, or even buying stuff too. Because like what would be really messed up too, and this is how I think like honest players would get fucked, is let's say that you bought with real gold, like you earned this gold legitimately, but you bought something on the marketplace that was a duped item. As it sucks as for me to say this, I think that duped item should be gone. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. But I do think if you did buy something that was earned legitimately, I do think you should at least get your money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if you purchase something dirty unknowingly with real money that you generated for real, like, I think there should be something that could be like, hey, we saw that you bought these items, you bought them for this amount of gold. Here's the gold back to you. Like, sorry about that. You know, that to me, I think would be the biggest, like the biggest compromise, basically. The cheating is happening in all realms. Yeah, I know it is. It's happening everywhere. Fucking everywhere. Sold a dozen kill longbow recipe from Forge. Never had this much. I don't know what to do. I'm confused more than ever. Yeah, man, it's wild. Like I never had that much gold before, but then again, I've never really been like that economy person in an MMO. Like that was never a mentality I ever had, because the majority of my gameplay and the majority of what I did in World of Warcraft was mostly just PvE, dungeons, raiding, and that whole, like, the combat side of things. Like, I never gave a shit about professions or how to make money on the auction house. Like, that was just never a gameplay loop that I ever even dabbled in. Like, seriously, that was never me as that kind of player. So Ashes is literally like my first forte, like, into this whole realm that I've never done before, which has been kind of nice. Like, you know, I've never done this kind of stuff before, and learning about it and talking with others that have done it from other games that are actually really good at it in this game, and kind of just hearing their tips and tricks of like what to do, what to look out for, like how to sell things, how to price things, you know. It's interesting because I've never been one with numbers either. I'm not good with numbers. I've never been a numbers guy, but I just find that sports fishing works for me, and I just do it every time it's up. I do it every time I can, and that's literally how I've been able to do everything. Like, as someone who is a casual dad that doesn't have much time to play, sports fishing has literally allowed me to do literally everything I could want in my gameplay sessions, money wise. Along with like my gathering, along with like all the other stuff that I do. But it's literally fronted me the money to buy my mounts, buy my tabs, buy my bags, like level my professions. Like, it's been a really solid money generator for me. So I have not even ran crates. Like, I haven't been really running crates because I find that crates, at least to me, just isn't lucrative right now. Because one, people are actually killing people with crates, and two, you don't know what you're going to get. Like, and so you can travel this whole long distance and literally get like as much as I would if I just went to a sports fishing hole. And I'm like, is that really worth it? You know what I mean? Like, for me to literally travel so fucking far and then travel all the way back for me to get like what I could have possibly gotten at a sports fishing hole. Like, I don't find that worth it. So I just haven't done it. And it's fine. You know, I'm still making do without it. I feel like I'm good. Yo, just joined streamed. Any news on the wall of shame and how good the sports fishing are for gold profit? I would say the wall of shame is probably going to happen next week, either on Monday or Tuesday. I'm sure this week will be given updates from Steven himself, or maybe even from Intrepid, regarding the wall of shame, or regarding like the whole duping / exploit and RMT shit that's been going on this past week. And then as far as like the sports fishing stuff, I probably net, like, if you can do a sports fishing hole for the entire hour, you can probably get 2 groups, potentially even 3 groups of fish, which is 9 fish in total if you have a mule that carries 2. And that will generate you probably like 4.5 gold. So if you can do a fishing hole at an hour and go to the next one and do it there and buy the lures, you can probably make about almost 4.5 gold every fishing hole. That's pretty good in my opinion. Like, that's pretty damn good gold for just sitting there pushing buttons. Because the other thing too is like the whole crate running is that you're literally going super slow and you're having to traverse through mobs and do all this like really doing a lot of shit that can get you killed, basically, for an unknowing profit. Like, you literally don't know how much you're going to make from it, because the UI doesn't give you the actual realistic value of the crate. So you're literally just gambling it in the sense that you're hoping it's going to give you like something good, when in reality you can get there and it gives you 60% less of what it was advertised. And now you got to trek back. So now you took all those crates over there, you didn't get the money that you thought, and now, well, you got to go back. Like, that to me, just, again, I don't know, crates need some work. So, but I've always been a proponent that crates shouldn't even give you money. I feel like sports fishing should be the thing that gives you money. I'd rather have caravans be the thing that gives you money, personally. I see, thanks. Yeah, no problem, brother. No problem at all. But yeah. I don't know, I just wish sports fishing was a little bit more interactive, you know? Like, I don't mind the whole Simon Says thing, but I would love like a reeling game too. Like, if it was like a 2-part mini game to where you do the Simon Says, but then whenever like you're in the last like 10%, there's the exciting part of like having to like reel it in, and you can like hold the button down to like reel in hard, or, you know, reel in at a steady pace or whatever. But I don't know. Like I think it would be really nice to have it feel a little bit more visceral, you know, instead of it just being an entire Simon Says system. Like I said, I think they could learn a lot from using the Pro Bass Fishing game from PlayStation, because that shit was fun as fuck, man. I love that game. It was my cup of tea, personally. This is the last fish, and then we're gonna have to go and turn in. Crate's good for early game gold, but other than that, they seem pretty pointless. Yeah, I guess. I think crates, honestly, just there's a lot of feedback that we need to give to the devs, and I think the devs need to honestly figure out what they want from that system, because I think crates should be more into the building of settlements, which they are, but I feel like they need to be more predominant in it, and I think they really need to like look at the whole aspect of, you know, because I think people need to make money, and I would rather them do sports fishing personally on fresh water, because in saltwater, that's where the PvP happens, right? That's where the real money is. But because the real money is over there, it's more likely you can, you know, you can get your fucking 18 gold ship destroyed. You can lose all your fish in a battle. So yeah, you're kind of gambying a little bit for sure. But I think having a safer alternative like is fine for us casuals, right? Like for us dads that, you know, don't have the time or don't, you know, have the means yet, I think this is actually a really good gameplay for earning gold. But I don't know, the crate running to me, just that wasn't it in my mind. Like I want caravans to be more of a thing for that. Crate should increase settlement and guild XP, not gold. Well, I think crate should also be adventuring too. I think crate should give you experience, like actual leveling experience. Like why not? Like I would love a crate that did that. That if I would travel from one point to a whole other point, I can turn it in and get like 27,000 experience, or even like 96,000 experience if I traveled even like a further distance or whatever. Like why not? Like if you want to do the damn, I'm getting lucky with these ups and downs. Like if you want to, dang, I got super lucky with that. That's like never happened to me before. But yeah, I agree. Like I'm not a proponent of the gold part either. Have you crates that give guild experience or settlement XP instead of gold? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't mind that at all. Like I wouldn't mind. My whole thing is that I think the devs are just trying to figure out where the place of crates is going to be in the grand scheme of things. Because to me, I feel like the true incentive of crates should be caravans. And right now, crates are just the easier of the alternative for a lot of people. And so they're doing that. But I also feel like, too, mules should actually be slower. Like I do. Like I think mules are a little too fast. Because either one or two things has to happen. Either you have to nerf mules, or you have to buff the caravans in speed, because there is no fucking reason why the caravans have to be that fucking like literally slower than walk speed comparatively to a mule. That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty fucking fast. Like almost as fast as a regular mount, like as your starter mount. Like this mount right here is 120 speed. Like my cat is 145, but the one that you start off with, I believe, is 135. The lion charger, you know what I mean? Hey Vladis, would you mind quickly showing me the PvP settings as a mage to be able to hit purples slash flag players with my AoEs, but never corrupt slash hit unflag players? So you go here and where is it? Was it requires force PvP to harm ability combatants, and I think these are the two that you want to check. And then and you can not include this one for like AoE shit. Oh, you can't really have both of them at the same time. Oh, okay. Well, I think this is the one that I have right here. But yeah, the whole force flag thing, that's, you can make it into a toggle if you want to in your key binding settings. But yeah, this is pretty much like you know, what you would want to have. Like I do this. This is what I have my PvP settings with, and I never get unflagged. Like I never get baited into unflagging, at least if I don't push anything myself. Like no one's gonna auto tag me myself. So if I'm fighting 5 purples, I can't hit them with AoEs without risking hitting unflagged players. Yeah, that's where that setting comes in. Like so if you're a combatant and you're fighting other combatants, your AoEs shouldn't hit white players basically. If you check the top one, you won't hit a purple. Right. So you want to hit purples, you just don't want to hit the white, like the safe players basically. Like that's what you're asking. Yeah, I want to hit only purples. Yeah. So you basically want to pick the middle one. Where is it? Requires people for it to use or to wait, hold on real quick. Include untargeted combatants with area AoE effects. I thought that was supposed to say non-combatants. See many videos of unflagged players riding their mounts into AoE corruption lately. Yeah, it's because a lot of the corruption baiting that's been happening. Like I haven't done much of PvP, so I'm probably like not the right person to ask as far as the channels go. But I'm pretty sure if you go in a Dusty stream, like, and ask him the question, like he can probably tell you. But I know Pockets is in here. He does a lot of PvP. There's people in here that do PvP. I'm just not a PvPer myself. Like I have not gotten into that whole corruption baiting, whatever shit that's been going on. Yeah, I always have the top 2 checked, bottom 1 unchecked. Yeah, that's a lot of people do. Like a lot of people have those 2 checked. Hopefully I can get some good gold from this one. Top 2 check makes it so you can't even hit purple, sadly. Yeah, I think if you do the 2, like I said, I would talk to Dusty because Dusty does a lot of PvP. Like I don't do PvP, but I just have the middle one checked and that's it. So I think that's all you need. But if you want to have someone else's opinion, like that's one person that I know will probably give you an answer for sure. Appreciate the insight though. Yeah, no problem, man. No problemo. Sorry I couldn't like help you for sure. 40 silver almost. Another 40 silver. And 40 silver. Wonder if I can make it back to do one more. So much gold do I have? 5.5. 570. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So if I can do one more, then I should hit about 7 gold. Which is pretty damn good. Sweet, thank you. No problem, brother. No problem. Okay. I don't even know if I don't know if I'll be able to make it back in time. See. God, I feel like the server worker struggles so hard because I don't even know how much people are in there, but I feel like there's not even a lot of people in there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's maybe 100 people in there, like maybe. Like I feel like if you can't handle 100 people and a server worker not doing non-combat things, like we got some problems. You know what I mean? We got some problems. Love the hat. Thank you, brother. I used to sell these hats. I just don't right now. Smoke, dude, thank you so much for the follow, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hopefully will be selling them again. A better version of this hat and a better quality version of this hat sometime this year. I'm hoping, but we'll see what happens. Where could I? Where's can I find our? Or where can I find the ban list? The ban list won't be out till next week. So probably around Monday, Tuesday next week. I'm pretty sure Steven will give us updates for sure as to like if anything changes or maybe the list gets done early or whatever. But I would definitely, you know, I have one of those OG hats. Nice, brother. You have one of the collector's items, the collector's edition. 15 minutes. I think that's enough time to do 3 fish. And get one more fucking round in. One more round. Down for one more round. One more round and then I gotta go. Because I'm sure my wife is gonna be like, where the hell were you? I'm too tired. I don't want to watch it. Being married, guys. Where'd you get that mount? I got it from a pre-order pack in 2021 in October. Dang, Deebs is still here fishing. We're all just fishermen. We're all just trying to get that money. Exposed. And my wife was so she gave me these cookies from her work, little heart shaped cookies. I love these fucking cookies, by the way. And she put them on my desk just without even saying anything. And I came in to come streaming when she got home, and I was like, "Thank you, babe." So I guess it does pay to be married. Get those little perks. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Oh, and speaking, I keep seeing the fucking legendary Iridium, and for some reason that gets me to think of my legendary tin inside of the fucking storage space in the harbor. I gotta sell that. I was actually seeing someone who sold a legendary tin for 4 gold. So if I can sell both of those legendary tins, that's 8 fucking gold. Just right there. Like, that would be huge. I'm going to see if I can do that. I've also been saving a lot of my zinc, a lot of my heroic zinc and heroic copper to make the fucking pedal jewelry. I just need a fuck ton more of it because I think it requires 22 zinc ingots and 22 zinc ingots and 22 copper ingots per earring and per ring. So that's going to be a little bit. Oh, legendary 10, you can retire now. Dude, yeah. What server do I hail in? I am on the Shoal server. So yeah, I've, oh my God, I hate that. Every time when like the timer is going lower and lower, I feel like I go, like I can't just catch a quick catch. Like I have to fucking do the entire 2 minutes of letting this timer go up. It's always stupid. You want top 2? What? I'm confused. What do you mean, Esteban? You want top 2? Oh shit, I'm getting tired. Oh, what happens when you have kids? especially babies. Oh. Don't you? I still got 3 hours until the end of my shift. Oh, dude, I know those days. See, dude, it happens to me all the time. Every single time this fucking thing gets lower and lower, it's like I literally don't like my it's like it purposefully does this shit. It knows, oh, you want to catch 3 fish? Well, guess fucking what? You're not going to be able to catch fucking nothing. You know what I mean? Like recache the sport fishing. I can't. Oh, I guess I can. Like I thought there was a cooldown on it, so I never just thought to like fucking redo it. It's just so dumb. I recast it if it's been longer than like 20 seconds. Yeah, I probably should do that. I just see it. I saw the cooldown and I thought, oh, I can't click on it. So I just always fucking waited. I didn't even know, or having the idea to fucking click on it again. Thank you. Thank you for that. Panzer, do thank you so much for the sub, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciate that. Jokes banned. Exploit detected. I know, right? It's like, look at this shit, dude. It happened to me last time. There was 8 minutes left of a hole yesterday. I'm not even exaggerating with you. I didn't catch one fish. The entire 8 minutes. I was literally there, unable to fucking cast a single one. What lures do you buy and why? I buy the cheapest fucking lures, the 6 silver lures. The reasoning why is because you're literally gambying, especially in fresh water, for a small chance to potentially get a medium-sized one or even a different fish entirely that doesn't really net you as much gold as you think you're going to get. By doing the cheapest lures, you're guaranteed a certain amount of gold per hour. The more higher up you go with lures, the more uncertain you're going to get with your gold. Could there be certain yields that you will get more gold? Absolutely, but then it's going to start getting very volatile. So if you're interested in getting a steady gold income, buy the cheapest lures. If you are a gambling addict, then buy the biggest fucking ones and don't stop, and I guarantee you'll fucking win every time. So pick one. Ugh. I'm going dry. What? But yeah, I've always bought the cheapest lures. A lot of my guildies told me to buy the cheapest lures. I find it to be really good steady income. I find it to be the best ones. The cheaper lures, does that the 2 or 3 tier count? Like, what do you mean? Does the 2 or 3 tier count? Like, even if you're like an apprentice or a journeyman, like I would still buy the 6 silver lures. Again, like you can get the higher the ones that are more money, but it's just going to become more and more volatile in the sense of gold, because you can literally get a walleye from the most expensive lure. So you basically purchased a 70 silver lure to literally catch a walleye that I got for 6 silver. So again, but you can get like a 70 silver lure and catch like a fish that could net you like a gold 30, and you're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like that's really good. But try to do that again and then you get a walleye. So again, you're just basically playing the RNG game at that point. So if you want to play the RNG game, cool. But if you don't, then if you want the more steady income, get the just get the cheap lures. Do we know if sports fishing power affects chance of hook? I've noticed since getting journeyman fishing pole, I hook slightly faster when I used to a regular pole, but that could just be in my head. I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I think that could probably just be in your head, but honestly, I didn't know either that you could just level like fishing and get more powerful that way either. So, I mean, we're all figuring shit out, bro. It's all alpha. Like, we don't fucking know. So, how much more time yet? 5 minutes. Fuck. I probably only have time for one fish, if that, because catching one fish is like fucking almost 3 minutes long. Come on, man. Journeyman Rob gives a higher chance. Lures give a higher chance. Is that on settings? Finally, I made Ostracat and Mura. Oh, nice, brother. Yeah, I'm still liege. I should have went harder, to be honest. That was the one fuck up I did early on. I did concentrate on it as much as I could, but I did other things, and I just, again, there's so much shit. Like, again, like, because I don't have a lot of time to play, I sacrificed my node citizenship for the other bits of my gameplay. So yeah, you know, it is what it is. Want the Jaws me to start playing every time a shark fin goes around the boat sometimes. I mean, you could do that. I mean, it'd actually be kind of funny, but I think I would get like DMCA'd if I were to start playing Jaws music on stream. I know YouTube would definitely get my ass for sure. But it would be funny. Shit. Oh, shit. I have not caught a Titanic because I haven't even done saltwater, Fupo. I've only done freshwater, and I only buy cheap lures. So I haven't. I've seen what the Titanics look like. They are huge. That's the one thing I do love about it, is that they look ridiculous, and I love how ridiculous they look. Again, because it's a fantasy MMO, like, not everything, in my opinion, has to look so realistic. You know, we can have some absurdity in a fantasy game, and I think the fish is a very good example of why absurdity sometimes is good. How much gold have I earned through sports fishing? Oh man, all my income, really. Like, I've bought pretty much everything that I have because of sports fishing. My mounts, my upgrades, my bank storage tabs. Like, if I had to calculate it, which I haven't, but if I had to, it's probably over 50 or 60 gold, maybe, that I've done through sports fishing. So yeah, it's been very good to me. Now I love the size. Maybe they can have it even bigger to catch in the boat crane something. Oh, dude, I would love it bigger. Hell yeah, dude. Imagine the harpoon fish. Bro, imagine if you can catch like a mini world boss and bring that to the harbor. You know, like in World of Warcraft, where you have like the head of Onyxia inside of inside the, you know, inside of Orgrimmar. Like, imagine you go to like your home settlement, and like one of your citizens caught like a super rare fish, and it's literally being hung like outside of Marilith or outside of Winstead or something like that. Like, that would be like really fucking cool. What am I doing, Mario? Jesus. All right. I think that'd be badass. Like, it would just, and it would actually promote. Oh my God. 2 minutes. If I can catch this fish within these 2 minutes, I will get 3 fish to go back with. Come on. Come on. In 2 minutes, the event ends. So once the event ends, so it ends in 1 minute and 26 seconds. So if I can catch a fish before the time runs out, then my fish doesn't disappear. And I'll be able to go back to Jova with 3 fish instead of just 2. So I have to catch a fish between now and before the event ends. Come on, dude. Fuck. Come on. Come on, you fucker. Ah. Come on, dude. You can do it. I believe in you. I know, Fupo. Isn't that crazy? I mean, dude, they probably were. To think you would come back to work with like the shitstorm that happened over the holidays. Like, I feel so bad for them. But, oh my God. Come on, dude. 1 fish. Please. Just 1 fish. Can you, for the love of God, catch me 1 fish? I'm not going to click off of it. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. I believe. Well, it is what it is. Oh, the water and birds are a nice effect, a really nice touch so far. Yeah, I love it. Like, I think it's really cool. I think it should actually be bigger personally. Like, I think you need to see it from further away. I think the sports, like if the event was actually bigger and you could actually hear the birds, right? And you can get that auditory message that, oh shit, there's like a sport fishing event nearby. That would also be a nice touch too. But I feel like you have to get pretty close to the event in order to see the birds. And I think you should be able to see it from land, right? And hear it from land too. Like you just hear this unnatural cawing, you know, from the birds. There has been people who stayed and have been doing stuff. Really has not been or has not gone bad in my opinion. There are those that do not get where the project is coming in from EA, and the Q boss and other few things do suck for people. But overall, I think it's going okay. Yeah, I think certain servers were hit more than others for sure on certain de-exploiting and duping and shit like that. But as far as like the queuing and the server stability, I think that's been probably one of the biggest. I'd say the Q boss has been one of the biggest issues. Because I mean, I've heard of people that literally can't even play because they're in a queue for like 2 hours. And that doesn't even go into where they logged in or logged out of, because I saw a person on Discord today that said it took me 1 hour and 30 minutes to get in game just to be falling constantly. And then I had to close out the game to reopen it back into a queue. You know, that has to be super frustrating. So I really hope that they fix whatever kind of server architecture from the settlement server workers to get, you know, people not having those issues, you know what I mean? Because that to me is like wild. Resna has a dupe problem and Shoal has the queue problem. Yeah, for sure. Like, not saying that there weren't guilds probably doing the duping here on Shoal, but I feel like the queue has been probably one of the worst things on our server as far as like player complaints. And the whole economy on Resna is probably going to be messed up for a little bit before it equals out, depending on, you know, certain things. Yeah, they're working hard on the situation for that. Yeah, I know. I'm sure they are. It's just going to take time, you know, and time is always something that players never want to give devs. They never want to give time to the devs because, you know, it's wild to me, right? Because again, this kind of happened in phase 2. You remember, Fupo, you were there. Like all the problems and shit that was going on. And it always sucks because it's like, I feel like the devs deserve a break. You know what I mean? And it to me, it was kind of wild in Discord of the amount of people that were just saying like, this is unacceptable. I don't care that they're on vacation. And it's like, well, when would it be acceptable? Like, it's Christmas, dude. It's fucking holidays. Like, at the end of the day, this is just a game. You know what I'm saying? But I understand the whole I paid for a service, it should work kind of thing. But it's like, I feel like out of all the times to be a little bit human, like, wouldn't it be around the Christmas time, you know? Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm too shilly for some people, but hey, I think common decency and having people actually have time off to spend with their families, you know, I guess it's a fucking wild concept, I guess. 45. Okay, I'm down for that. What's this one? 38. Okay, well, I'm down for that too. How much do I have now? Damn, still almost 7 gold. So I would have had, what, 7 gold and 30 something silver if I had that last turn in. But if I can actually sell my 2 fucking legendary tin, I think I can make some really good money there too. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for coming out, hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. All the new people that came in to tune in with you. If you're still watching me right now, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Vladis. I stream exclusively Ashes of Creation content here on my channel on YouTube and on Twitch. And hi, if you're watching me on YouTube Shorts as well, I started streaming that today. I still got some stuff to figure out as far as my chat with the duplicating messages. I got to figure out how to fix that. I guess more on my end. So this isn't, I don't think it's messed up as far as like on Twitch or on YouTube. I think it's messed up on my UI on my side. I think I have to go into the website and fix it there. But yeah, I'll get all that fixed up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, tomorrow I'll stream again for a couple of hours. I don't know when. It's the only problem because I'm a dad. I don't know when I can stream. But if you want to tune in tomorrow, same Vladis time, same Vladis channel. So if you want to keep watching me, hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube, hit that heart button if you're on Twitch. Support my endeavors here on the channel. Very much appreciated. And yeah, I will see you next time, guys. Take care. Love you guys.